I set the stage. I choose the topics. I initiate the conversation. I am the advocate. And you are invited into my circle where views are expressed, opinions are weighed, and people have the freedom to express their mind. I'm Jim Brown, and you're invited to step into my circle.
The Circle, starting Monday, March 12th on ICN 10.
Not a lot of people know what the SEAL does. I kind of like the idea of that.
So you need to get in and, do your job and get out of there not being seen.
No SEAL gets left behind. Everybody goes home.
You have to be able to persevere and get the job done no matter what. I will not fail.
The kind of people we require, someone who can go hard or go home.
I knew what I came in the Navy to do. I specifically came in to become a Navy SEAL.
My name's John Woolard. I rescue alligators for a living.
John Woolard is one brave guy.
It's pretty exciting.
But would John Woolard ever insure his car with some kind of cut-rate car insurance?
Cut-rate car insurance. I'm not that brave.
Be like this State Farm customer and go with a reliable State Farm agent.
In Normal, see your good neighbor, State Farm agent Marty Brogla, for all your insurance needs.
Do you need help managing your money? A.G. Edwards & Sons isn't just investments anymore. Steve Rainey and Martin Cansius can assist you with a variety of services. Services such as financial planning, estate planning, retirement planning, mutual funds, stocks, bonds, annuities, and insurance. A.G. Edwards & Sons can help you reach your financial potential. Call for an appointment today, 662-2000.
Illinois Wesleyan University Titan Basketball, sponsored by A.G. Edwards of Bloomington.
Hello and welcome to the Shirk Center for ICN 10 pregame coverage of Illinois Wesleyan University Titan Basketball. We are here for the NCAA Division III tournament game against Grinnell College. My name's Craig Fada. Jim Ahart and Corey Kuhn will be along shortly. The Shirk Center is dark right now, but in just a few hours, this place will absolutely be rocking for the first home playoff game in quite a while here at IWU. We will have a great pregame show. We'll have interviews with Coach Denny Bridges as well as some of the players. That's all to come, but right now we're going to take our first break here on ICN 10. There's more to come, so stick around.
Do you need help managing your money? A.G. Edwards & Sons isn't just investments anymore. Steve Rainey and Martin Cansius can assist you with a variety of services. Services such as financial planning, estate planning, retirement planning, mutual funds, stocks, bonds, annuities, and insurance. A.G. Edwards & Sons can help you reach your financial potential. Call for an appointment today, 662-2000.
Two-timing son of a...
Honey, what are you doing?
We can fix anything. Kurt's Auto Body, Ireland Grove Road, Bloomington.
I set the stage. I choose the topics. I initiate the conversation. I am the advocate. And you are invited into my circle where views are expressed, opinions are weighed, and people have the freedom to express their mind. I'm Jim Brown, and you're invited to step into my circle.
The Circle, starting Monday, March 12th on ICN 10.
I'm Dr. Norman Gary, and I'm a bee expert. All right, bee.
Dr. Norman Gary will do some pretty outrageous things.
I've been stung probably around 75,000 times.
But would Norm Gary ever get car insurance that didn't come with a State Farm agent?
Car insurance with no State Farm agent? Now that makes me nervous.
For car insurance, be like this State Farm customer. And get an agent you can rely on.
You got 6 legs using, baby.
Plus competitive rates.
Welcome back to Titan Pregame here on ICN 10. My name is Craig Fada. Jim Ahart and Corey Kuhn will be along here shortly. I'm joined by 3 Wesleyan players here. We've got Adam Osborne, Chris Salagi, and Todd Wenty. And guys, you're playing Grinnell College tonight, and these guys, they're absolutely nuts. They score an average of about 119 points a game. They put up 52 three-pointers a game. Adam, have you ever seen anything like this before?
I've never seen anything like it. We watched the film the other day, and it was pretty crazy. I don't think it was as crazy as we thought it was going to be, but it was pretty nuts.
Now, Chris Salagi, you're a sophomore. You haven't had any playoff experience. The team hasn't been in a tournament game since 1999. How is this? How have you prepared for this game tonight?
It's pretty exciting. I really couldn't sleep last night even, but like I said, against Grinnell, we're just going to have to stay focused and protect the ball and try not to get caught up in their chaotic type of game.
Now, Todd Wenty, another senior, how pleasant of a surprise was it to get invited to the tournament this year? You guys, I don't want to say backed in, but third team out of the CCIW, but your strength of schedule and the fact that you beat some really quality teams down the stretch really went a long way as far as the committee is concerned. How surprised were you to get into the tournament this year?
I don't think we were too surprised, really. We feel that we belong in this tournament, the 48 best teams in the country, and we feel that we're, belong there right with them. We got 2 great wins against Elmhurst and Carthage down the stretch and did what we needed to do at Milliken with, post a big win. And we felt we belonged, and we felt the committee would give us a chance.
Now, senior captain Adam Osborne, talk about those wins against Elmhurst and Carthage in the past couple of weeks. You guys are on a roll. Are you peaking at the right time?
I think we are. I don't think people understand how big those wins were because, the feeling in the locker room after the Wheaton game, it was just awful. And then to stay focused like we did and to come out and beat North Central, beat the 2 best teams in the conference at home, I mean, that says a lot about this team and our confidence and our focus.
Now, Chris, into the tournament this year, you guys haven't been in a couple of years, haven't won a playoff game since 1998. That's all kind of ancient history as far as you're concerned. But made it into the tournament this year, but frankly, we're expecting some big things in the next couple of years, and as a sophomore, you're going to be a key part of that. How big of a game is tonight as far as the sophomores on your team are concerned, and taking that as a learning experience into the future?
Well, definitely, I think it's a learning experience, but we also want to get a win, and we want to go as far in this tournament as we can, and we know we can do some good things. But from the sophomores' perspective, it's good to get a playoff game, and get some experience there. So we're real excited.
Now, Todd Wenty, tell me about the last playoff game that this team was in. What do you remember about that, and what can you take from that?
I just remember a long trip to Ripon and a very long trip back. It was we went up and really didn't play well. We got into playing, their type of game with their tempo and their style of basketball, and that's something that we can do. I don't think we really have a choice tonight. They're going to force the tempo, and it's difficult to really slow the game down. But the most important thing, we just need to take care of the ball, and I think we've worked hard the last 3 days to prepare for this type of game, and I'm expecting us to be fine out there tonight.
Now, Adam, Todd was talking about tempo, and tempo is everything when it comes to Grinnell College. They don't like to hold the ball longer than 6 seconds before they put up a shot. You're kind of Denny Bridges' right-hand man out there on the floor, being the senior, being the captain. What are you going to do as far as being on the floor to try to keep things calm and focused for your team?
I'm just going to have to try to lead by example and make sure to be patient, take care of the ball. If they see me throwing it away every time, then they're probably going to do the exact same thing. So I just got to make sure and be the leader, keep things calm out there and patient in the traps, and try to. They are going to force the tempo, but we have to try to slow it down as much as possible.
Now, Adam Osborne, we know you can shoot the 3-ball, but Chris Salagi, you can rip it from downtown too. You got to be looking forward to a game like this where you might have a chance to put up a lot of 3-pointers.
Yeah, but we also got to remember to be patient. Like I said, if we start taking bad shots and forcing shots, that's going to play right into their hands. So they're going to give us a chance to get some easy shots and convert some easy layups. And as long as we finish strong and take care of the ball, the 3 might not even be a factor. As long as we finish strong, we can take care of these guys just by taking control of the tempo.
Okay, Todd Wenny, senior night was just last week against Carthage. Big win, big night for all of you guys, Adam Osborne and Mike Rogers in particular, the seniors. Compare the emotions running through you tonight as compared to something like senior night.
Well, at senior night, at that point, we weren't really sure that there'd be another game here. And, we came out and we played with a lot of emotion, and, the sophomores and juniors really stepped up big. They wanted to send us out, with a good win. I think it's kind of the same feeling tonight. Is this is probably our last game here? There's a good chance that, if we made it that far in the tournament, we probably wouldn't get back here. So we know that, this is it again. And I think you're going to see the same emotion and the same kind of intensity that you saw on senior night.
What do you guys, I guess, expect from the Shirk Center crowd tonight? People don't come in here and win at the Shirk very often. This team, however, that you're facing, they don't seem to be afraid of anything. They'll put it up from anywhere. They'll do crazy things. But do you think that the Shirk Center crowd is going to try to take them out of their game as early as possible?
I think, of course, the Shirk Center crowd always plays a role, I think, in our wins. And especially when a team out of conference comes in and really doesn't know a whole lot about the Shirk Center. Of course, we, the players, want to show off the Shirk Center and go away with a win. But I think the fans want to leave an impression on the other team, too. Well,
yeah, and you look at Grinnell's attendance statistics. When they're on the road, they face a crowd of an average of 352. So they're going to come in here. This place is going to be absolutely bonkers with 2,300 screaming lunatics, and they're going to try to take them out of their game, and it's going to be a great game tonight. Adam Osborne, Chris Salagi, Todd Wenny, thanks for being with us. We're going to have Coach Denny Bridges coming up right after this on ICN 10.
Our goal is to win the championship. When we didn't win the championship, that was really a downer. This gives us a second chance.
PS Personal Storage at 2425 South Main Street is Bloomington Normal's newest state-of-the-art self-storage system. Over 70 brand new units are waiting to meet your storage needs, large or small. And coming soon, it's Porta Storage, where we bring the storage units right to your door. PS Personal Storage, 2425 South Main Street in Bloomington. Conveniently located at Ron Smith Printing.
When you're pulling into port, one word, it's mesmerizing.
Iceland, Greenland,
Korea, Japan,
Hawaii, Canada, Mexico. Went to Sweden, Hong Kong, Singapore, Bahrain, Dubai,
Guam, Victoria, British Columbia,
Paris, France,
Australia,
Greece, Naples, Italy.
We work hard at sea. The Navy gave me the opportunity to see bigger places.
I wanted to see the world, so I figured the Navy would be the best place to do that.
It's always fun at Bloomington Parks and Recreation. The sports, the sounds, the fun. There's something for everyone. Gather up the family. Come see the sights. Any day or night. It's always fun at Bloomington Parks and Recreation.
Do you need help managing your money? A.G. Edwards & Sons isn't just investments anymore. Steve Rainey and Martin Cansius can assist you with a variety of services. Services such as financial planning, estate planning, retirement planning, mutual funds, stocks, bonds, annuities, and insurance. A.G. Edwards & Sons can help you reach your financial potential. Call for an appointment today, 662-2000.
Welcome back to Titan Pregame here on ICN 10, and I'm joined by head coach Denny Bridges. And Coach, this has to be quite a thrill for you guys, not winning the CCIW, but still making it into the tournament. How surprised were you to get into the tournament this year?
Going into the last game with Millikan, I kind of thought we were maybe 50-50. I thought we had to really send a strong message when we won at Millikan, not just to win, but to win big. And then after the game, I was a little philosophical about it. I thought maybe we had a 50-50 chance, and hoping the NCAA committee would look at the teams that we had played, the teams that we had beaten, and the way we finished. So it was good news that Sunday evening when I was called and told that we have a spot in the tournament. Our goal is to win the championship. When we didn't win the championship, that was really a downer. This gives us a second chance.
Now, in the past couple of weeks, you talked about those big wins. You went out and absolutely bombed Carthage. You beat Elmhurst, and you went into Decatur to beat a Milliken team that's down. But going down to Decatur and beating Milliken's never an easy thing to do. Your team's on a roll. How much of a roll is this team on, and how deep do you think you can go into this tournament? I mean, you're not just here for the T-shirts.
Well, I hope we can go deep. One of the things I said to the team after the Milliken game was, if we get in, we're sneaking in at the very last spot. But once we get in, let's try to get to the Final Four. So I guess rather than say we're playing for a national championship, I'm hoping that we can get to the Final Four. And to do that, we're going to have to beat a different team from Grinnell, play Wartburg on the road, who's 24-3, and then turn around and go through a tournament that has the likes of Chicago and Elmhurst and Washington U. So it's a tough road to hoe, but when I think back to 3 weeks ago when we lost to Wheaton and thought our season was over, it's amazing to have this second chance.
Now let's talk about Grinnell a little bit. How quickly did the elation of finding out that you got into the tournament, how quickly did that elation wear off when you found out that you're playing this loose cannon of a team? And for our viewers who aren't familiar with Grinnell, they average about 119 points a game. They average taking about 54 three-point field goals a game. And they have 7 players averaging in double figures. When you saw those statistics, did your heart skip a beat a little bit? I mean, what kind of a coaching challenge is this?
Well, actually, my instant reaction when we got in was that we got a home game. And so it didn't make any difference really who we played. I was so happy that we were going to be playing again at the Shirk Center. Then when you start thinking about Grinnell, it gets to the point where you're worrying more about the system than about the team. I couldn't tell you one player on Grinnell's name. And normally when you're getting ready for a team, you focus on how you're going to stop Jason Wortell or how you're going to stop Brian Neupel or how you're going to stop some player on the other team. Now you're working against the system. And I hope I haven't overdone it in practice, doing things different, because I think you need to be as much yourself as possible. I characterize Grinnell as a team that wildly presses all the time, a team that takes a lot of bad shots, and a team that is dramatically interested in the pace of the game. And so knowing that going in, we've got to beat the press, help them take bad shots, and not get caught up in a chaotic pace of the game. We've got to kind of keep control of that pace of the game.
What kind of weaknesses does Grinnell have? I mean, obviously they have some. They've lost 7 games. What are those weaknesses? Strength of schedule, lack of size, not being familiar with coming into a road-type environment like this where they're going to be facing, 2,300 screaming fans. They're only used to playing in front of about 350 on the road.
Well, their coach has said that they're used to playing in a really wild environment at home. It's not a big gym, but it was a full gym. The big advantage they have is that they've played this chaotic type of pace 25 times. This is our first time playing this chaotic pace. The weaknesses they would have would be that they're playing 15 guys, so all 15 guys can't be that talented. Their schedule, their conference isn't as tough as our conference, and so they haven't played talented players as we have. Their record is interesting in that they've won 16 and lost 7, but they've won 9 in a row. So at some point in the season, they either matured, they found their rhythm. So those kids from Grinnell, they don't know who Adam Osborne or Luke Caston or John Camardella or our players are. So we've got to prove to them that there's a talent level there that can handle this kind of situation.
All right, now X's and O's. Tip us your hand a little bit. What are you going to do to slow down Grinnell's offense? This up-tempo pace that they like, it's absolutely to an extreme. How are you going to try to slow that down? Is it going to be something like, dump the ball into the post, let your big men work, and get your guards back so that they can defend a three-point shot easily, or how do you plan to defend their attack?
Well, after you score, you've got to get back and guard them, because they're bound and determined to take a quick shot. So you want to be sure that when they take that quick shot that it's a shot that's guarded. And when they run so many men in and out, it's kind of hard to keep track of who your man is. There has to be a lot of sorting out go on as they make this substitute 5 at a time. They won't let you run your regular offense. Every time you pass the ball, they're going to double it and make that guy that has it give it up. So you just have to work on proper spacing and good ball movement, and then when you get the ball in a good spot to score, you've got to be sure you finish. You can't be goosing up 8-footers that don't go in.
Now, if you have trouble slowing the pace down, how deep into your bench do you plan to go?
Well, we're not going to dramatically try to slow the game down. We're just going to try to keep the control of the pace of the game. I think there's a difference between slowing it down and just keeping control of the pace of the game. We play 10 players almost all the time anyway. It might be harder to play Mike Rogers and Seth Hubbard because of the need to go out on the floor, although I think Seth will play probably just as much as he always does. The only change I might make is actually 2 changes. I probably wouldn't let a guy go as long a stretch. Adam Osborne sometimes plays 9 or 10 minutes at a stretch. I would probably have Adam Osborne play more than 3 or 4 minutes at a stretch. And then I might go to Sean McGuire and Jim Lehan, 2 freshman guards who haven't played any varsity ball this year but are really talented kids and would be good in the open court.
All right, one final question, Coach. Are you going to have an oxygen tank on the sidelines for your players for when they come out?
Actually, I think it's going to be overdone. I think that if you're smart and if you control the pace of the game, not slow it down, but just control it. I think our kids are in good enough shape that Chris Salagi will be anxious to get in, and when Adam's out for a couple minutes, he'll be anxious to get back in. So I'm going to try to downplay that a little bit, particularly with my team.
Okay. Coach Denny Bridges, thank you very much for joining us here on Titan Pregame. We're going to have more right after this on ICN 10.
My name's John Woolard. I rescue alligators for a living.
John Woolard is one brave guy.
It's pretty exciting.
But would John Woolard ever insure his car with some kind of cut-rate car insurance?
Cut-rate car insurance? I'm not that brave.
When it comes to car insurance, why take a chance? Be like this State Farm customer and get an agent you can rely on.
Go on now.
Plus competitive rates.
Ron Smith Printing, Central Illinois' most complete printing service, is pleased to present local high school and college basketball here on AT&T Cable Channel 10. The associates and management of Ron Smith Printing support the athletic and academic achievements of the students in our community. For all your business printing needs, visit Ron Smith Printing. And for all your storage needs, it's PS Personal Storage, both conveniently located at 2425 South Main Street in Bloomington.
I've had enough.
Treat me like dirt.
This is not getting us anywhere. No, I'm not leaving. You leave.
Crisis Nursery was a safe place to take my children while I dealt with the problems at home.
My wife was in an accident. Crisis Nursery helped me with the children so I can focus on her.
Crisis Nursery's parent support program is helping me get back on track.
The Crisis Nursery Center relies on donations from you. Call and find out how you can help.
Crisis Nursery, an island of safety in your time of need.
Do you need help managing your money? A.G. Edwards & Sons isn't just investments anymore. Steve Rainey and Martin Cansius can assist you with a variety of services. Services such as financial planning, estate planning, retirement planning, mutual funds, stocks, bonds, annuities, and insurance. A.G. Edwards & Sons can help you reach your financial potential. Call for an appointment today, 662-2000.
You can push it in, or you can pull it in. You can drag it in, or you can drive it in. Just get your old car or truck to Bob Dennison Ford and we'll give you a minimum $1,200 trade-in allowance on any used vehicle in stock. Plus, all Dennison used cars come with a 3-day money-back guarantee. Check out our inventory online at DennisonFord.com. Just hit our Smart Cars button. Or check the Pantograph Classifieds. For the best deals on used wheels, get the Dennison difference. Bob Dennison Ford in Bloomington.
Inside Communications coverage of Illinois Wesleyan University basketball is brought to you by A.G. Edwards of Bloomington. Welcome to college basketball on Inside Sports, folks. It is playoff time from the Shirk Center. The visiting Pioneers of Grinnell College are in town to take on our very own Titans of Illinois Wesleyan. It is going to be a packed Shirk Center. Hello again, everybody. Jim Ahart, Corey Kuhn, reporting from the sideline. Craig Fada. The playoffs are back at the Shirk Center, Corey Kuhn.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can just feel the excitement in the air tonight. People are here about 2 hours before the game time. Everyone's ready to see the Titans have a victory. Grinnell College brought a pretty good contingent of fans, and it's just going to be a great night, Jim.
Well, you know, there you get a good look at some of the Grinnell fans that made a trek over from Iowa for this game. Of course, the playoffs are everything. Corey, you have been in this situation before, but there is nothing more electric, nothing more finalizing than a playoff game. More importantly, it's a home game.
Oh, well, definitely. You know, the Titans were kind of surprised about getting in the tournament, and then, you know, to get a home game is a great added benefit. And, you know, undefeated this year at home. Grinnell is coming in here facing a lot of obstacles, but Illinois Wesleyan is playing against a style that they've never played against before. We're going to have to keep our heads in the game, come out here and use the emotion of the crowd to our advantage and you know, get off to an early lead.
Well, you know, in the pregame, we saw an interview with the players, and the players honestly seem to think that the Shirk Center crowd is going to be their extra man off the bench tonight. This Grinnell team, Corey, is only used to playing in front of about an average about 500 people on their road games. You come into the Shirk Center, pal, where they're going to be tilting the scales at 3,000 people. It's going to be mayhem for these Pioneers.
Well, they've never seen anything like this. You know, 3 of their best players are freshmen. You know, they're probably going to have a wake-up call here. But, you know, on the other hand, that could motivate them some even more. They could come out firing really well, and Illinois Wesleyan could be in trouble. So, you know, really the Titans have to be careful. Come out here, use the crowd to our advantage. Don't let Ripon turn it into their advantage.
Well, you know, Coach Denny Bridges in that pregame interview with Craig made a reference. You know, when we're getting ready for regular season games, Corey, we know some of their key players. Coach made it perfectly clear, listen, I don't know anybody on this Grinnell team. Does that make it harder to prepare for a team, especially knowing the winner stays on the court, loser goes home?
Well, you know, it doesn't matter at this point in the season. You know, Grinnell is going to come out here fired, and they want to advance in the tournament. Illinois Wesleyan, obviously with our great tournament tradition, we want to advance in the tournament. And, you know, all things aside, it doesn't matter about personnel on the other team, who you're going to guard, who's guarding you. You just come out, you play as hard as you can, and hopefully the best team comes out on top. And hopefully that's Illinois Wesleyan tonight, Jim.
Well, I guarantee you, but you know, even from a fan perspective, Corey, you've seen it from a player's perspective, but even from a fan perspective, there's a little bit of edginess tonight. You could almost cut it here with a knife. Not that the enthusiasm is going to be dampened by any means. The enthusiasm is going to be probably turned up a few notches, but nonetheless, this is a crowd that wants to see these Titans go on. If they do end up going on further in these playoffs, which we know they will, this crowd wants to send them off in the right way.
Oh, yeah, and they will, Jim. We know the Shirk Center crowd better than most people, and, you know, this crowd just creates enthusiasm, creates energy, and, you know, really, as you said earlier, it's kind of the sixth man tonight, and, you know, that being said, Coach Bridges has these guys prepared. They had great practices this week. They're prepared for exactly what Grinnell College does, and, you know, these Titans are going to be ready tonight, and I'm sure Grinnell College is going to be ready too.
Corey, are you a little excited?
Oh, I'm a little excited.
A little excited? I think we're all a little excited. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to step away for a quick break. When we come back, Corey and I are going to spotlight these Pioneers of Grinnell and also these Titans of Illinois Wesleyan. It is playoff basketball, Division III style, right here on Inside Sports. We will be back right after this.
At Bob Dennison Ford, we've got all kinds of vehicles for all kinds of people. Don and Marge found a new Taurus for only $17,377, while the growing Brooks family bought a Windstar with 0.9% APR. Ann and little Tommy just bought a new Escape, and newlyweds Paul and Maria just leased the Mustang they always wanted. Dave got a loaded F-150 for only $23,997, and Razor got into a Focus with payments he could afford. All kinds of vehicles for all kinds of people. That's the Dennison difference at Bob Dennison Ford in Bloomington.
It was called the greatest generation any society has ever produced. They were ordinary people who half a century ago did nothing less than help save the world. Millions served in uniform, millions more served at home, and nearly 500,000 gave their lives. And yet there is no national memorial to honor their sacrifice. It is time to say thank you.
Call now and help build the National World War II Memorial. PS Personal Storage at 2425 South Main Street is Bloomington Normal's newest state-of-the-art self-storage system. Over 70 brand new units are waiting to meet your storage needs, large or small. And coming soon, it's Porta Storage, where we bring the storage units right to your door. PS Personal Storage, 2425 South Main Street in Bloomington, conveniently located at Ron Smith Printing.
This is where we turn.
We go straight.
No, I'm sure we turn here.
I don't think so.
Roger. Target inside.
Need a body shop? Kurt's Auto Body in Bloomington.
Inside Communications coverage of Illinois Wesleyan University basketball is brought to you by A.G. Edwards of Bloomington. Welcome back to college basketball on ICN Sports. The Pioneers of Grinnell College in Iowa in town to take on the Titans of Illinois Wesleyan. Folks, it is the first round of the Division III playoffs. There you see the NCAA banner, and it is in front of a capacity crowd here at the Shirk Center. Jim Ahart, Corey Kuhn, Craig Fada reporting from the sideline. We're going to have a chance to kind of spotlight these two teams, Corey, because there are a lot of numbers. But first, we're going to have our very first sideline report with our very own Craig Fada. So, Craig, take it away, my friend.
All right, Jim, a couple of quick notes here from down on the floor. I talked to assistant coach David Steinbrook from Illinois Wesleyan University, and he says that John Camardella will be starting at forward with Ryan McCreary coming off the bench. Of course, they're going to be doing a lot of rotating tonight based on the probably up-tempo tempo of the game. And Luke Caston, his elbow is fine. David Steinbrook says everybody is healthy, everybody's fine. They're all pumped up. It's playoff basketball. And I looked at the eyes of all the Grinnell College players as they came out. First thing they did was they scanned the crowd. They're not used to being in this kind of environment when they go on the road. This place is going to be a madhouse tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. Back up to you guys.
Thank you very much, Craig Fada. There is the fans from Grinnell College that came to see their team here at the Shirk Center. Craig brought up a very interesting point that we've already talked about, Corey. From a player's perspective, you're not used to playing in front of a crowd like this. Everything is on the line. How much is this crowd going to intimidate the Grinnell Pioneers?
You know, I think it depends on how they react in the first 5 minutes. You know, Grinnell College could use this crowd to their advantage, feed off the energy, you know, because they brought a pretty good crowd themselves.
Yes, they did.
You know, noise is noise, Jim. They can use that to their advantage, and I think we're going to get an indication right off the bat how they're going to react to this crowd.
Okay, let's talk a little bit. All we have heard these last 3 days since we found out that the Titans were going to be in the playoffs, Grinnell College averaging about 118 points per ball game. Corey, my own feeling is at this stage of the ball game, you throw all numbers out. It's the team that has worked hard, is going to cause the mistakes against their opponents, and determination that's going to win this ball game. It's not numbers. The final numbers are going to be reflected on the scoreboard, but it's sheer determination that's going to win this ball game.
Well, that's true, Jim. And yeah, you have to use the numbers that you have, and you have to prepare for the other team that you're playing. And Coach Bridges has done a great job of that. You know, Grinnell College is the type of school that, you know, they score 120 points a game. You think, well, why don't you just slow them down? Well, it's really hard to do because they're going to throw presses at you, traps, even in the half-court setting, and they're going to force Illinois Wesleyan into shooting the ball quick. The determining factor of this game is going to be, is Illinois Wesleyan going to finish their layups inside and their three-pointers from the outside? You know, I like the chances of Illinois Wesleyan getting into shooting contests with these guys because we're a great shooting team. We're a great finishing team, so I like our chances tonight. But that being said, Illinois Wesleyan needs to be careful of this Grinnell College team. You know, it's a different style of play, and they need to get used to that right now.
Well, we heard, Corey, we know already that the Pioneers are going to do a lot of platooning. A little bit different for Coach Denny Bridges. All year long, Corey, we have sat here on ICN10 and we have watched him toil over starting a John Camardella or a Ryan McCreary. Craig Fada just reports both of those guys are getting the starting nod tonight. But really from Wesleyan, Coach Bridges and the assistant coaches tonight are going to find themselves platooning a lot of players in and out of this ball game.
Well, you know, our depth is going to be an advantage tonight because all year long we've been able to throw different guys in there. And, you know, they've come through in different games. You know, even tonight, we might see some players that don't usually play at all in varsity action. Jim Lehan and Sean McGuire at guards, they don't hardly play at all at varsity level, but they could get some time tonight because, you know, honestly, Jim, you're going to get tired running up and down the floor that much.
Okay, you have played underneath a Coach Denny Bridges. He does not stay in this league for 36 seasons and not know what he is doing. He had 3 days to prepare this team. What can he do as far as preparing-wise in 3 days that you don't have 3 weeks to do? What were they doing in practice this week?
Well, what he was having the guys on defense throw, 6, 7 guys out there, trying to get Illinois Wesleyan to get used to taking the ball against the press, getting trapped in the corners, and, playing that quick, fast-paced type of game. So, I'm sure these guys are prepared. It's now all in their head. They come out and play like they know they can, play smart. We're going to have a victory tonight.
Okay, before we go away to break, last time, let's talk about the game plan, first of all, for the Pioneers. We know that they are going to be running. Do you think that they are going to try to adjust their gameplay tonight in the Shirk Center?
Grinnell College does the same game plan every single game. They're going to do that tonight. They have to stick with what they're used to and what they do best, and that's running the ball up and down the floor, pressing, trapping, and, from an Illinois Wesleyan standpoint, we're going to do what we do all the time. We're going to run our offense when we have a chance to, and when, we have a fast break, we take it. Obviously, in this type of game, we're going to have more fast breaks than we usually do, but hey, we're a great fast break team too, so
Coach Denny Bridges made a reference to Grinnell playing 25 games in this fast-paced, somewhat chaotic style of play, as he called it. The Titans, this is their very first game. Do you think that's going to be a difference? Can the Titans, here at the end of the season where it is the most important, change their style of play?
I don't think it'll be a problem at all. It's more of a mental thing. Once you make that adjustment out on the floor, you realize ahead of time what you're getting into. You just have to be smart and continue to do the fundamental things that you always do in every game, and then you'll be fine, Jim.
Kuhn, you're not going to run down on the floor and sneak into the locker room to throw a uniform on sometime during this one, are you?
Well, if the NCAA and Grinnell doesn't have a problem with that, I wouldn't mind, but
I think they would have a problem with it, my friend.
It's bringing back some good memories, though, Jim.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll just stay here in the best seats in the house, and we'll watch the Titans roll on to a great victory. You ready to go, Corey Kuhn?
Let's do it.
All right, Jim Ahart, Corey Kuhn, Craig Fada, a whole host of others. It is playoff action from the Shirk Center right here on ICN 10.
I've had enough.
Treat me like dirt.
This is not getting us anywhere. No, I'm not leaving. You leave.
Crisis Nursery was a safe place to take my children while I dealt with the problems at home.
My wife was in an accident. Crisis Nursery helped me with the children so I can focus on her.
Crisis Nursery's parent support program is helping me get back on track.
The Crisis Nursery Center relies on donations from you. Call and find out how you can help.
Crisis Nursery, an island of safety in your time of need.
It's always fun at Bloomington Parks and Recreation. The sports, the sounds, the fun. There's something for everyone. Gather up the family. Come see the sights. Any day or night. It's always fun at Bloomington Parks and Recreation.
I set the stage. I choose the topics. I initiate the conversation. I am the advocate. And you are invited into my circle where views are expressed, opinions are weighed, and people have the freedom to express their mind. I'm Jim Brown, and you're invited to step into my circle.
The Circle, starting Monday, March 12th on ICN 10.
Dr. Norman Gary will do some pretty outrageous things.
I've been stung probably around 75,000 times.
But would Norm Gary ever get car insurance that didn't come with a State Farm agent?
Car insurance with no State Farm agent? Now that makes me nervous.
Be like this State Farm customer and go with a reliable State Farm agent.
In Normal, see your good neighbor, State Farm agent Marty Brogla, for all your insurance needs.
Do you need help managing your money? A.G. Edwards & Sons isn't just investments anymore. Steve Rainey and Martin Cansius can assist you with a variety of services. Services such as financial planning, estate planning, retirement planning, mutual funds, stocks, bonds, annuities, and insurance. A.G. Edwards & Sons can help you reach your financial potential. Call for an appointment today, 662-2000.
Illinois Wesleyan University Titan Basketball, sponsored by A.G. Edwards of Bloomington.
This is the prize. Illinois Wesleyan University has been here before, the 1997 national champions, and here is that trophy. Tonight, the first step on that long road to the promised land. This Titan team is young, it's hungry, and it's on a roll. So let's go now to our very own Jim Ahart and a man who helped hoist this trophy back in 1997, Corey Kuhn. Guys, take it away.
Thank you very much. Welcome to the Shirk Center. It is playoff fever. Jim Ahart, Corey Kuhn, Craig Maiden, the visiting Pioneers of Grinnell College in town.
Big Jimmy, are you talking?
Very own Titans of Illinois Wesleyan. The crowd is so deafening in here.
Oh my!
We can't hear anything.
I can't hear what you're saying, Jim. This is an unbelievable atmosphere. It turns back the clock a little bit for me, but you don't want to wear out the cliche, but this is what it's all about, Jim.
They have worked. The Titans have worked for the last 3 days preparing for this Grinnell College team. We are now at the point where game time tip-off is just literally minutes away, Corey Kuhn. How important is it for the Titans to come out and establish their game plan from the get-go?
Oh, it's vitally important. Illinois Wesleyan, obviously these guys are just pumped up out of their mind. You need to take that under control. You don't want to be pumped up so much that, you do things out of control, throw the ball away, because, that's the key tonight is not turning the ball over against this Grinnell College team that likes to press all the time and get up in your face. So, the tempo will be set right from the beginning.
Well, one of the things that people have been talking about these last couple of days, Corey Kuhn, is the Titans' problems with breaking the press this season. They've only had 3 days to work on this. What have they done differently that maybe they were not doing in the regular season?
Well, they're just concentrating more on keeping strong with the ball. When you get trapped in the corner, stick your elbows out, dribble out of the trap, and there's going to be someone open. Obviously, when you're double teamed, someone out on the floor is open. The guys away from the ball have to know to come right back towards the ball, come towards the ball when they're going to catch it, and, look up the floor and try to get an easy bucket.
Well, also, I thought you brought up a very important point, too. It's very important for that person initially on the inbounds play to not pick up their dribble and not get flustered by that double or even triple team.
But you don't want to use up your dribble, Jim, because once you use your dribble, you're kind of in a bind. Then you're going to be forced to throw the ball somewhere probably that you shouldn't. And, I'm sure these guys will do fine with it. They just need to – they're going to have turnovers, Jim. But the problem is you just have to control how many you're going to have.
Let's talk a little bit about the outside shooting of this Grinnell team. A lot made about them shooting over 50 3-pointers per ball game, trying to launch them up. How can you defense that, Corey Kuhn?
Well, you just have to force them into tough shots. They're going to get their three-point shots, but you have to get out in their face, get a hand up, and at least force them into bad three-pointers. Jim, they're going to run all these guys at you. They have 7 guys averaging over 10 points a game. They run guys in and out all the time. We're going to have a tough time keeping track of all these guys. It's going to be like a tennis match, Jim.
I'll tell you what, you can tell that it is playoff fever here at the Shirk Center, Corey Kuhn, because it's a who's who of Illinois Wesleyan basketball players. I've already seen Brent Nieberge. I've already seen Mike Pope. Of course, I've got you here. They're all over the place here at the Shirk Center.
Oh, yeah. The only one probably not here is Brian Crabtree. He's in another country.
He's got a good excuse, but I can guarantee you Brian is going to keep a close eye on this one on the
Well,
internet.
Jim, for the occasion, I broke out the old ring and the watch, got the shirt on. We're ready to go.
You're looking good. It is playoff action here at the Shirk Center. We are getting set for the starting lineups, and really, Corey, we have seen big crowds here at the Shirk Center. It's something that both you and I, over these last 5 years, have gotten used to. This one is packed to the gills tonight.
Oh, it is packed to the brim. I mean, I don't think you can possibly fit any more people in here, and and all of them are looking forward to this game just as much as we are, I think, Jim.
Well, I'll tell you what, you take a look at this crowd, and they know, if you stop to think about it, as they are all kind of getting ready for the starting lineups, you can tell that they want to get this game started just as much as the players and coaches.
Oh, yeah. Everyone's turned to face us now, Jim. Or they want to hear what we have to say, or they're just not wanting to hear what Grinnell College has to offer tonight. I think it's the latter of the two.
Well, I think that they know that there is a national champion sitting up here.
I'm going to turn around, too.
Give him Corey Kuhn, only you, my friend. Win in the Shirk Center, do as the Titan fans do, my friend.
Hey, I know who my friends are, Jim.
Well, I realize that they're setting up the starting lineups, but you stop to think about it, this Grinnell team is really in for a shock. Everything is different in pregame. The crowd, of course, is fired up, but this is a Shirk Center crowd, Corey Kuhn, that you know as well as I do. every touch of the ball, every rebound, every shot that goes up is going to be met with a fervor of a big crowd.
This isn't your normal Shirk Center crowd either, Jim. This crowd is just wired. You know, I don't know what they gave him at Saga, the cafeteria here today, but it was something with a little juice in it. But here's the starting lineups, Jim. I'll let you take that.
There you see number 25, Steve Nordlund, being introduced to the crowd here. Nordlund,
11 points a game.
Checking into this ball game, shooting about 35% from the three-point. There is a Luke Caston, big Luke Caston, number 34, being introduced to the crowd. Now Norland and Caston will meet in the middle and shake hands.
Can't forget the kids over there.
This is Steve Wood, a Peoria kid, coming from Peoria, going to play a little basketball in Iowa. That is number 32, Steve Wood.
We know how to play ball in Peoria, Jim.
Let me tell you something. This man right here has had some big games this season, Corey Kuhn, but none is going to be more important for John Camardella being introduced to this crowd than the game tonight.
Oh, and John Camardella, you know he's feeding off this emotion in the crowd because he's an emotional guy, an energetic player, so he's loving this.
Now for the Grinnell Pioneers, that is number 2, Nick Malinowski. Malinowski checking into this ball game, averaging about 15 points per contest. Malinowski, another one of those that only shoots 35% from the three-point line. Now being introduced, Todd Owenti, the senior, number 42. Todd talked about this being as much of an excitement and as much of energy here at the Shirk Center as senior night was, and we know what kind of energy was here that
probably
night.
More so tonight, Jim. You know, the tournament means more than just senior night. I mean, I've experienced both of them. These guys they're here to win, Jim.
There you see another one of the Grinnell Pioneers. There is Laban Cross now being introduced. Laban Cross.
Even Laban's showing some emotion out there. You don't see that very often.
Laban Cross coming into this one, shooting 79% from the free throw line. More importantly, averaging 11 points per contest. Number 20, the final Pioneer being introduced to this Shirk Center crowd. That is Zach Carlson. There is the other senior, Adam Osborne. Adam Osborne wearing number 22. Osborne averaging 12 points per contest. 78% from the free throw line, and we didn't talk about that. You know, with this team pressuring, it's very easy for these Grinnell Pioneers to fall into some foul trouble.
Oh, it is. You know, foul trouble could be a good thing. You know, I don't want to let this go by. Adam Osborne, I predicted having a great game. He is going to set the tempo of this game. He's going to be the one taking care of the ball against the press, and he's going to be the one draining the threes at the other end, hopefully, Jim.
You know, I'm going to tell you, Corey, I have done a lot of games here in the last few years at the Shirk Center. Never ever, and I'm letting the truck know this now, never ever have I ever not been able to hear what you're saying, because the crowd in here has just deafened me big time.
Oh, you know, we probably won't even have to say anything the whole game and still do a good job tonight, Jim. The crowd will probably tell what's going on better than us. But, folks, we're going to try to keep track of what's going on out there. And if not, watch your screens.
Get ready. The track meet is about ready to begin. These Titan fans, and of course these Grinnell fans as well, have waited 3 long days for this, and we are about ready to start the first round of the NCAA Division III playoffs right here from the Shirk Center. Let's get it on, folks. Controlled by the Titans. Adam Osborne quickly up the floor. Now Caston inside. Wente.
That's a good start, you know, but we do need to finish that. All night long they're going to be fouling us, giving us wide open layups. We need to finish as many as we can. Good look there by Luke Caston reversing the ball.
Luke Flakersey, number 3, picking up the foul. It'll be his first. Now Todd Wente checking into the lineup, or at the line actually, shooting about 64%. Again, free throws very, very important. More importantly, I think, Corey, in a game like this, a lot of energy and a lot of emotion, it's important to get on the scoreboard first.
Oh, definitely. You know, free throws are going to be hugely important, and, you know, guys like Todd need to step up and make their free throws.
There you go. Todd Wente with the very first point of the ball game. Quickly up the floor come these Pioneers. The shot launched up and made by Stephen Nordlund.
They don't hesitate, Jim.
No, they do not. Here comes the full court pressure being applied by Grinnell. Osborne cross, they break it with no problem. Cam Ardella inside Winnie to Todd Winnie.
Todd Winnie's doing a good job of running right down the middle of the floor, and here comes Grinnell College again.
Very quickly, Zach Carlson now with the ball. Carlson again to Nordlund. Nordlund will put it up there, misses everything.
That's great defense there.
Ahead to Cam Ardella.
Oh, my!
There it is. How about it?
That's what we like to see, Big Jimmy.
John Camardella, and quickly the Pioneers wasting no time inside. A nice little fake put up by Steve Wood.
Nice move by Steve Wood. And
that's a Peoria move there,
You know, I like what Wesleyan's doing here. They're letting the ball bounce around a little bit before they even pick it up to save some time, get set on the press
They're
breaker.
breaking the press with no problem, folks. Camardella now, Osborne, and the Titans will set it up. Camardella, 5-5, just underway.
Adam and Laban can't be hesitant on hitting those threes. They're great shooters.
Wente, there's Camardella.
Nice.
Puts it off the glass, John Camardella.
Great patience there by Illinois Wesleyan. Worked it until the guy was wide open.
There's the shot put up.
Nice.
Carlson, rebound, Camardella ahead of the pack. It's a 3-on-1. Wente, boo, oh man. But casted there for the rebound. He can't get it to go.
There we go. There we go. Good job on the offensive glass. Hey, these guys aren't used to having guys crash the board like this. And everybody, Luke, Todd, they need to hit the glass, get it until they make it.
The foul they're going to call it on Zach Carlson. You know, you talked about it, especially off that opening play with Todd Wente. It is important for these Titans to make the easy two. We've seen that a little bit on and off. They've been a little shaky down low. The high percentage shots sometimes don't go in. Now look at this, a whole new 5 out on the floor.
We're going to see a lot of this, Jim.
Oh, you're not kidding.
Don't even try to name them all off.
Every dead ball, we're going to see some new ones.
Your heart beating a little bit?
Just a tad, my friend.
You're not going to have a heart attack or nothing.
I hope not. Boy,
I might.
That would be kind of anticlimactic here. There is Luke Caston with the 2, 9-5, a 4-point lead now in favor of the Titans. That is number 23, Cody Scarning. Now the ball to 0-0, Jim Shaw. Shaw in the far corner. Inside they go to Hockman. Misses it. Laban Cross there for the rebound.
Good job of clearing
Adam
it out
Osborne,
there.
they have the numbers ahead. Wente,
nice!
Boom! How about it?
Adam Osborne is going to have 1,000 assists tonight, Jim, if he keeps up like that. We've just done a fantastic job of breaking their press so far.
Yes, they have, and really Grinnell has not stopped them at all. The shot was launched up by Scarning. Scarning now will drive in the lane, kicks it back out. Shaw's shot off. The rebound pulled in by number 33, Choquette.
We need to take advantage of these misses and get that rebound. I love what they're doing right here, making the ball bounce until we pick it up. Let them get set.
Again, the Titans break the pressure with no problem inside, and they're going to call a kick. And again, here come the 5 players. We heard this every dead ball. This is what the coach, David Arsenault.
Let me tell you, folks, I don't think this is what good old Jim Naismith had in mind when he invented basketball, but nonetheless, this is what we have at the Shirk Center.
Salagi and Eric Starkey, number 10 and number 12, respectively, check into the ball game. Sitting down now, Laban Cross and also Adam Osborne. More than anything, Corey, that is just to keep their legs fresh tonight.
Well, definitely. You know, you're going to get tired out there. You need to take advantage of the depth that we have on this team.
The inbounds play by the Titans, 11-7. IWU on top early on in this first round playoff action from the Shirk Center. Jim Ahart, Corey Kuhn, Craig Fada, and a whole Shirk Center house full of Titan fans ready to cheer on their Titans. The first round, Salagi, his shot a little bit off. Winnie, rebound, hammered from behind. No foul called. There is number 25, Steve Nordlund. Now Nordlund gets the ball ahead to Wood, Steve Wood. And you can hear it up here. The basket does not go, but Cam Ardella going to get slapped with his first foul.
Boy, Wood's real good at slashing in there towards the basket, using his body as a protection device there. And
now going to line, you mentioned Steve Wood, the Peoria native, averaging about 17 points per contest.
Shooting 79% from the free throw line.
Steve Wood's first one
he was, of course, a member of the 4th place finishing Peoria Richwoods team last year.
Well, you're up on your Peoria basketball, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
And Wood, Steve Wood gets both of them to go. Again, Cam Ardella Now to Starkey, to Caston, kaboom! How about it?
They can't celebrate, though. They need to get back on defense right away.
Luke Caston with the exclamation point at the end of the play. These Titans are breaking the press with no problem. Nordland, boy, I'll tell you what, Nordland is going to have to be guarded throughout the night.
And one! That'll make it tied. Takes it all the way, basket strong. Hey, these guys can run, we can run too. Let's beat them down the floor.
Well, you know, and that was one of the first things that I thought of when all the commotion was being made about the high numbers that this Grinnell team put up. I thought to myself, you want to know something? One thing. One, it's in the Shirk Center, and two, Coach Denny Bridges and these Titans can run with the best of them.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're a running team. We've always have been a fast break-oriented team. The difference is, you know, we do it once we get it down to half court, we'd like to run our offense. Grinnell is just constantly in a fast break.
Well, Sean, Ryan McCreary actually now into the ball game, and Ryan McCreary we thought was going to start in this contest. That's what Craig Perfeda had reported, but nonetheless, McCreary coming up off the bench now, quickly up the floor. There is Hockman, his shot not there. Rebound hauled in by Salagi. Salagi now being met with some pressure, and again he picks up. He picks up that dribble. That is exactly, Corey, what you said you do not want to do in the backcourt.
Exactly. You need to dribble away from that double team and try to find the open guy. You know,
Jim
one
Shaw.
thing, they have called quite a few fouls here early. Well, not that many, only 5 fouls, but we've also heard from scouting reports that officials get tired of calling fouls, so that's when you have to be careful and be strong with the ball.
16-2 right now in favor of the Titans. I'm sorry, 16-12. Correction, 16-12, a 4-point lead right now for the Titans. Just under 16 minutes left in this first half. Starkey inside, Caston.
Nice
to Winty. How about it?
Great job by Luke Caston to getting the ball the open mind, and good job of Todd by finishing.
And again, the Pioneers, the shot launched up by Scarning. Scarning shot way off. Wenty's there for the rebound, gets it ahead to Luke Caston. Luke all by himself inside. Starkey, how about it? Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
How about it?
Hey, is this crowd fired up? Look at this.
Partially blocked by Caston, now ahead of the pack. Caston.
Dunk.
Bang! Oh my! Luke Caston. Oh, you're going to hear the chant of Luke, and the crowd here at the Center loves it. Look at Grinnell. Can we get a shot of the Grinnell fans?
Oh my
They
goodness.
don't know what in the world has just hit them here in the last 5 minutes.
I'm at a loss for words.
There, look at them. How about it, Corey? They're not used to this.
All they can do is do a half-hearted clap.
That was a long trip from Iowa. What do you expect?
Jim, look at the time on the clock. 15 minutes left in the first half. I said the first 5 minutes is going to dictate this game. I like what I've seen so far. How about you?
I love it so far. This crowd from the Shirk Center loves it as well. Want to thank A.G. Edwards for jumping on board. This was not a part of their regular season package. Steve Rainey and Martin Kanchis cannot thank the good folks at A.G. Edwards enough for jumping on board at the last minute and bringing you folks at home this great playoff action.
They're getting their money's worth,
Yes,
Jim.
they are. The inside, not there. Starkey ahead of the pack, all by himself. Starkey.
Nice.
4-2.
Good job, Eric Starkey, being like, hey, if they're going to get a guy back, we might as well do the same thing.
Mike Rogers into the ball game with the new hairdo. Inside they go, and they're going to call Ryan McCreary on that. You have got to position yourself.
Not a bad job, though.
Not
there.
at all. That was Luke Flockersy who was fouled on that one, and McCreary
Who's
going
the
to pick
foul on,
up
Jim?
Ryan McCreary, I believe. Let's check in with Craig Fada down on the floor. Craig, what's going on?
Guys, during that first time out, the team was very excited coming off the floor, having the big push right there. Coach Denny Bridges wanted to make sure that everybody got a good rest, got some water, and they knew their defensive assignments when they made their substitutions. Back up to you guys.
Thank you. 24-12 in favor of the Titans. Thank you, Craig Fada. And so far, the Titans making the Pioneers do what they do not want to do, and that is hold the ball more than 10 seconds on offense inside.
I can guarantee they're not used to that, Jim. They like to fire that up as soon as possible.
Now again, the press being applied by the Pioneers, but the Titans break it with absolutely no problem. 24-14, a 10-point lead. Just a little over 14 minutes left in this first half. The Titans game plan working to perfection. Osborne for three.
Nice!
There it is. First three of the night for the
Grinnell
Titans.
is in trouble, Jim.
It could not come at a better time. It was nothing but net
Oh,
foul. How about a walk?
Be a travel. My
And
goodness.
a big block for Mike Rogers. Starkey stops, and he traveled. Here comes 5 sets of fresh legs in for David Arsenault, the coach for the Grinnell Pioneers. 27-14, 13-47. I should not have worn a sweatshirt. I had to wear the good luck green, buddy.
I was thinking, I wore the t-shirt.
This was the Rose Holman shirt that I had to wear, buddy.
I guess that's all right.
All right, well, I'm hot now. The shot launched up by number 13, Anderson, not there, and now a foul. Mike Rogers.
He says, get off me.
That's right. Listen, Mike Rogers, one of the greatest guys you'll ever want to know, but don't hang on him. Now here comes Laban Cross into the ballgame.
Laban's going to come in for Mike Rogers. Mike Rogers, we're going to need him tonight. He did a good job coming in there, had a huge block shot, a couple big rebounds.
Well, you know, and here's something that Mike Rogers will always give you. He will give you the intensity that you need. Of course, he's got that experience, Corey. He's been in games like this before in his career here at Illinois Wesleyan, just about stolen away by Shaw from Grinnell.
He would be the only guy remaining to be on the national championship squad because he is a fifth-year senior.
Starkey gets it into Cross. Cross picks up his dribble. McCreary finds Seth Hubbard.
Pulls it back out. Not a bad choice.
Not a bad choice at all by Seth Hubbard.
Look at all the reaching.
27-14. You know, this is really, as Starkey launches it up.
Get in there.
Gets it to go. Eric Starkey for 3 points. Eric Starkey lets it fly. Pull 30-14. The shot put up by Shaw. A 3-pointer by Shaw. That will make the score 30-17. Jim Ahart, Corey Kuhn, Craig Fada, and a whole host of hard-working others bringing you playoff action from the Shirk Center. Starkey inside to Hubbard. Foul! And could not get that one to go.
Eric Starkey did right there exactly what you need to do every time. You need to dribble right at that guy until he either picks you up or goes off you to the other man, and he did that perfectly that time.
Jason Anderson, number 13 for the Pioneers of Grinnell, picking up the foul. Seth Hubbard, a very good free throw shooter for this Titan team, now at the line. Seth's first shot up and in.
Here comes another
substitution
wave.
What an idea. You know, what a concept, you know, but you either live by that game style or you die by that game style.
That's a pretty good description by Jim Ahart, folks. We don't get those very often. Insightful.
No pun intended. Hubbard gets both of them to fall.
Don't get used to it.
32-17, and here come the Pioneers. And the ball stolen away. Cam Ardella all by himself. Cam Ardella, boom!
Nice
How about
finish.
it? John Cam Ardella. And the Pioneers quickly up the floor, make it 34-17. Inside the land of the Giants, and they're going to call Osborne on that foul. Just good, strong defense. But Osborne going to pick up the foul.
Great job. They had number 3 in a bind down there. Luke Flakertzy.
Flakertzy, you know, this is some different names on here, and they platooned him in here so quick. A big thank you to Ron Smith, Printing, Kurtz Auto Body, Dennison Ford, State Farm for bringing you playoff basketball action right here on Inside Sports. Cannot thank those fine people enough. 34-17, under 13 minutes, actually 12 and a half left in the first half. And the Titans have been in the driver's seat from the beginning of this one. The Pioneers know where to go. Back in the corner, the shot launched up by Hockman, not there. Rebound by Anderson. And now Scarning.
Running some time off the clock here,
And they're
Jim.
doing the 3-man weave, and you know they don't like to hold on to the ball on offense more than 10 seconds, and so far the Titans defensively have really done it to them. Inside, the shot was put up by Michael Hockman.
Adam Osborne had a slight size disadvantage there, but he did a good job of going straight up.
No problem. Press broken with no problem. Cross, how about
Nice.
it? There it is. Laban Cross.
Laban Cross can shoot it up there too, Jim.
Yes, he can if they leave him open, and Cross just about coming up with a loose ball, 36-19. Caston will come up with it.
Great hustle by John Camardella.
I'll tell you what, and that's what John Camardella will give you each and every time down the floor.
The Grinnell guys might be able to hustle, but they're not going to out-hustle John Camardella.
No, they're not, and I'll tell you what, they're not going to out-muscle John Camardella either.
Sir. I might be the only one that can do that.
Oh, here we go. I knew it was coming sooner or later. 36-19, 11:31 left in the first half. I don't think this crowd has stopped yelling since the opening tip-off.
Why would they?
I hear you. Boy, do I hear you. Stolen away by Todd Wente.
You got the CCIW leader in steals right there, pulling away another one.
Laban Cross now to Cam Ardella. Ahead of the pack is Caston on the baseline. He hauls it in. Now Osborne will set the offense back up top. They try to go inside. Wente off the glass. Right place, right time.
Is he getting an assist for that, Adam Osborne?
Sure
I believe
he will.
If he did, he just passed up me on the all-time assist list, but congratulations to Adam Osborne. He deserves it.
Oh, so you drop another notch, Kuhn. Life goes on.
Well, he's not a better passer than me, Jim. I admit that.
38-19, the Pioneers right now with the ball. A drive baseline by Malinowski, and Nick Malinowski now makes the score 38-21 in favor of IWU. And just about stolen away.
You know, I want to, after the game, I'm going to talk to Coach Bridges and ask whose idea it was to let that ball bounce around right after Grinnell makes a basket, because that's just a genius idea, Jim. I never even thought about that.
Corey.
He's a legend.
He is a legend. 36 seasons, my friend. He knows what's going on. Great game plan. Slow him up a little bit. Cam Ardella goes inside, draws the foul. You, as Corey just mentioned.
The 7th foul on Grinnell, so we'll head to the line for
Zach
1-1.
Zach Carlson, number 20, is going to pick up the foul. More importantly, Cam Ardella will head to the line. There you get a good look at Coach Denny Bridges.
The mastermind.
The master. Cam Ardella. And Cam Ardella coming into this contest, Corey, shooting about 72% from the line. None of them are more important than this one. There you see the ICN Sports scoreboard with 10:33 left in the first half. The Titans in the driver's seat, 38-21.
We need to make our free throws.
Yeah, Cam Ardella couldn't get that one to go, and it is, Corey, you are right, it is crucial that we make our free throws tonight. Scarning now with the ball for the Pioneers. The shot put up by Hockman.
Great job
Wente there for the rebound. Now Eric Starkey gets the ball across the timeline.
Oh my goodness.
You know, the key is being able to find the open man. Salagi for three, not there.
Great.
Caston was fouled,
Late
no
foul,
doubt, on the
it.
shot. On the shot, Luke Caston fouled by number 21, Michael Hockman.
You know, Jim, earlier you said we have the best seat in the house, but I think the third row over there might be the best seat in the house. Folks, you can't, there's a good look at it right there. That might be the best seat in the house, Jim. But I'll stay up here with you.
I was getting ready to say, Corey, I have to stay here for now. There is Caston with his first shot. It does not go. And I'm sure that that's what Coach Denny Bridges has got to be worried about. The Titans have done a great job of getting themselves to the line, but they have to make those free throws.
We're going to get a lot
Todd Wente there for the rebound and the putback. Cam Ardella.
Oh,
nice little sneak up by Todd Wente as he came from behind. Great hustle by these Titans. On the far side again, there is Starkey for three. How about Luke Caston?
Rebound by Luke Caston.
Fighting for the rebound.
Goes right up for the bucket.
Luke Caston is just playing one well of the ball game. Under 10 minutes now left in the first half. Grinnell with the ball down 40-21. The crowd here at the Shirk Center really liking what they see so far in this one. On the inside, I think they're going to call Caston on that
one. They call him for a hold there. After all the holding going on, I don't know.
Seth Hubbard will check in with the tribe from Grinnell. And here comes a fresh five out on the floor. What a strategy.
A strategy that's not going to work tonight.
So far, Corey, in this first half, it's not working at all. Inside they go. There is Malinowski. Malinowski for the two, couldn't get it to go.
Goodness. Oh my God.
They're going to call it a jump ball will be Grinnell according to the possession arrow, so the Pioneers will keep it.
Looks like he just pulled Seth down there, but nonetheless, jump ball is called.
Flockersy will put the ball into play for the Pioneers, 40-21. Flockersy inside to Wood, Steve Wood. You know, you really can't give these Pioneers a lot of space because they will launch it from the outside. Hubbard couldn't gather in the rebound. It's important to go up strong and pull down those rebounds, especially tonight. What a block by Cam Ardella. John Cam Ardella, what a player.
Great job of clearing the ball, too.
Salagi quickly up the floor. Now to Hubbard. Every single time a tight touch it, Cam Ardella.
Oh my!
John Cam Ardella.
Both ends of the floor right there, Jim.
43-21. The shot put up by Shaw, missed.
Good job, Starkey, coming to the ball and getting that.
Eric Starkey comes up with it. Now Cam Ardella. Wenty, they have Salagi on the wing. They find him. Salagi gets it inside to Hubbard.
To Hubbard.
How about these Titans are playing one of the best games I've ever seen them play. Listen to this crowd.
Oh my goodness.
Just sit back and listen to it. This is a full timeout. We're going to go ahead and step away for a quick break. You are watching playoff basketball on ICN Sports.
Do you need help managing your money? A.G. Edwards & Sons isn't just investments anymore. Steve Rainey and Martin Cansius can assist you with a variety of services. Services such as financial planning, estate planning, retirement planning, mutual funds, stocks, bonds, annuities, and insurance. A.G. Edwards & Sons can help you reach your financial potential. Call for an appointment today, 662-2000.
You can push it in, or you can pull it in. You can drag it in, or you can drive it in. Just get your old car or truck to Bob Dennison Ford and we'll give you a minimum $1,200 trade-in allowance on any used vehicle in stock. Plus, all Dennison used cars come with a 3-day money-back guarantee. Check out our inventory online at DennisonFord.com. Just hit our Smart Cars button. Or check the Pantograph Classifieds. For the best deals on used wheels, get the Dennison difference. Bob Dennison Ford in Bloomington.
Welcome back to the Shirk Center. It is playoff basketball on ICN Sports. There you see the ICN scoreboard. The Titans 45, the Pioneers 21. Corey Kuhn offensively, defensively, on the full court press. It's been all IWU.
Good job by Chris Laggy on the defensive end.
Shaw could not get that one to go. Actually, that is Carlson, and Carlson could not get that one to fall. There is number 3. That is Flockersy. Luke Flockersy. Salagi Wenty ahead of the pack. Nobody picks
Takes
Salagi
it all the
up.
way.
Hey, take it coast to coast, baby.
You know, Grinnell better slide over and try to take the charge. But they just let him go to the basket all the way.
And they're going to call that one on the inside. I believe Cam Ardella. Let's check in with Craig Fada down on the floor. Craig Fada, what is going on down there, my friend?
Guys, during that last timeout, again in the huddle, everything very calm. The team is getting a little bit tired, you know, but they're all taking good water. They're all getting good breaths. They're all sitting down on the bench. Denny Bridges making excellent substitutions so nobody gets too tired. The guys really don't look all that tired despite the frantic pace of the game. Back up to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Craig Fada. Ryan McCreary checking back into the ballgame. There you see the crowd here at the Shirk Center. To the capacity crowd here at the Shirk Center. The Pioneers are down 47-23. There's the shot launched up by Shaw.
We're just forcing them into a bad shot every time down, Jim.
And that one partially blocked. McCreary comes up with it.
I tell you what, this Grinnell team
standing room only.
This Grinnell team has never played a team as good as the Illinois Wesleyan this year.
No, and you haven't heard a thing out of that Grinnell crowd at all. They have pretty much been taken out of this ballgame. And it will remain tight.
We might be
basketball.
biased a little bit, Jim, but I think we're telling the truth.
That's right. We might be biased a whole lot.
Well,
at least I am. I haven't figured you out yet.
Well, you know, I haven't figured out who I'm cheering for yet.
These Titans know better than that, Corey Kuhn. You're the legend here also. There is Salagi in the lane, draws the foul. No shot. It was before the shot went up. It is a foul, but at the line will be Chris Salagi.
He'll get a chance for 2 free throws nonetheless.
Chris Salagi, a 74% free throw shooter, 47-23. Jim Ahart, Corey Kuhn, Craig Fada, and a whole host of others behind the scenes bringing you playoff action. A big thank you to our good friends at A.G. Edwards. A.G. Edwards at the last minute said, listen, we want on to bring the playoff action to these great fans here at Illinois Wesleyan, so we cannot thank A.G. Edwards enough. Also, want to thank Rex and the crew back in the concession area.
Oh.
You know, those guys make the best hot dogs and nacho chips in town, buddy.
They do. They're making a killing tonight, too.
Salagi sinks both of them, makes it 49-23. The Pioneers, the shot put up by Hockman. Osborne gathers it in, will set up the Titan offense. You know, if the Titans could find the open man following. Oh, Lou Caston. A great read by Adam Osborne, and Lou Caston was there for the alley-oop.
You imagine this crowd if that would have been a dunk, Jim? My goodness.
Hey, we might see it before the end of the night's over.
Oh, we will.
Inside, the shot not there. The Titans come up with it again.
Grinnell needs to finish shots like that if they expect to win this game.
Hubbard to Salagi. Salagi was hammered.
The foul.
And Salagi's going to go back to the line. I wonder if the refs had any idea how fast-paced this ball game is going to be tonight.
Well, I sure hope someone called them up and told them. They look like a fairly in-shape crew out there.
Yes, they do, but still, this has been fast-paced, run and gun. I think everything that we expected from this Grinnell team. 51-23, Salagi shot up and in. Now checking in 5 fresh legs, or 5 sets of fresh legs for the Pioneers of Grinnell.
I sure am glad you decided not to tell who the substitutions were every time, Jim.
I'm not that fast. Buddy, I'm not that fast. I'm not kidding you.
I don't want any part of you trying to figure that out. We'll just keep track of the Titans. How about that?
I could do that with no problem. Laban Cross checking in now for Chris Salagi. A big hand for Chris Salagi. Chris has done a fantastic job so far. Laban Cross now with a little bit of rest. McCreary also in. Osborne, Hubbard, and Caston round out the 5.
Folks, we have a 30-point lead already with 6.5 minutes left in the first half.
It's the Pioneers' fault. If they wanted to play this style of game, they didn't know that they were going to be running into the big green. Ahead of the pack, Caston, what a great pass.
Good
Caston
job of
gathers
Luke
it in. They
pulling
find
it back
Osborne. That is a heads-up move. Grinnell comes up with a steal. Quickly up the floor is Carlson. Now to Nordland.
Nordland just fires it up there as soon as he gets it.
Well,
kind of an awkward shot, but he's hit a few of them.
He's one of their big guns, and really you cannot give that young man a couple of free feet because he'll shoot it up on you. I say keep a body on his face all night.
Laban across. Oh, shoot that, Laban.
Cross thought about it. Under 6 minutes now left in the first half. The Titan crowd loving every minute of it. Osborne inside. Caston! Oh, about it. Luke Caston with the boomski.
Boomski! Pass from Adam Osborne. Luke Caston gets the dunk.
Inside, and Luke Caston from behind called with a foul, and even he knows that was not a smart foul.
That was not a smart foul, but that's only his second, I believe.
Yeah, that's all I've got him for, but I could be wrong. I can't hear the announcer tonight. It is his second. Boy, the Grinnell crowd's kind of quiet, Corey.
Yeah, they're hearing from our crowd too right now. Our student body having a chant. I can't quite pick out what they're saying, but it's probably a good thing.
I think they're saying Kuhn was a legend.
No, they're not. They don't even know who I am.
55-27.
It doesn't matter.
Right now, Steve Wood, the Peoria native, at the line. 5:29 left in this first half. A crazy, wild, fun, exciting, exhilarating first half of basketball it's been so far for these Titans. Ahead of the pack, there is Laban Cross. Laban finds Luke Caston on the near side. Now McCreary. Caston. Great ball movement by the Titans. Very patient on offense tonight. They have taken what has been given to them, and they have made it work. Hubbard with a nice little 14-footer.
Good. You know, we're just working the ball around until we have a wide open shot, and they're going to give it to us with all the traps they do.
Boy, I'll tell you what, that shot was launched by Scarning.
Scarning just launches it up there.
That wasn't even a smart shot. 57-27, back to a 30-point lead, Corey Kuhn.
I haven't seen too many smart shots here in Grinnell. They just throw up anything.
5 minutes left. Now Ryan McCreary will head to the line, and McCreary coming into this ball game shooting 75% from the line on the season. A big thank you to PS Personal Storage, Kurt's Auto Body, Rod Smith Printing, Dennison Ford, and State Farm Insurance for bringing you playoff action from the Shirk Center, folks. You have to thank our sponsors for jumping on board at the last minute and bringing you this great Division III playoff action, because there wasn't a lot of time, about 3 days.
And what a broadcast it's going to be.
Oh, and you know that there are going to be tons of people that couldn't get tickets tonight. They're going to wait to see this game. You're going to have a whole crowd here at the Shirk Center that's going to rush home and watch this one.
You know what the bad part about that is? They're going to have to listen to us the whole time. They better mute it.
Inside, and there is Caston. Caston comes up with a steal, a 3-on-1. Cam Ardella throws it away.
That's all right. You know, he saw Adam open there, but
hey, listen, John Cam Ardella's made enough great plays that we'll let him slide on that
well,
one.
You're going to have some turnovers, Jim. I mean, that's just the nature of the game.
59-27.
Yeah, Coach Bridges is going to be tired by the end of the night. He's on his feet over there all the time.
Hockman inside. Michael Hockman gets it to roll. Mike Hockman, their biggest player out there. Again, the Titans break the press with no problem. Caston now to Osborne.
I tell you what, the big guys are doing a great job of pulling the ball back out when they don't have an opening. There we have another turnover by the Titans.
You know, the important thing, though, on offense is the Titans have done a great job of finding the open man. Every time the ball is picked up off the dribble, the Grinnell Pioneers meet the Titans with a double team, and the Titans have found so far the open man on offense. That's why the Titans have a 30-point lead. Inside again, Hockman just throws it off the glass.
And Grinnell gets the ball back, though, and we have another wave of substitutions.
This is the strangest style of basketball I have ever seen played, and you're talking to somebody that played before they had a three-point line, Coon. Way before your time.
Thank goodness. I would have been in trouble.
Inside, off the glass, number 32, Steve Wood. Steve Wood and Nordland seem to be their big guns, and if they can shut them down, Cam Ardella doing a great job of coming up with a loose ball. Cross by himself. Cross should have just taken that one in.
Cross needs to be more aggressive out there.
Yes, he does.
He's not looking for
and
his
I'm
own
going to tell
shot.
you why, because Steve Wood defensively was trying to pick up Luke Caston, and Cross had the wide open left-handed layup. 59-31. Cross puts it into play for the Titans. Wente now to Osborne. The crowd here at the Shirk Center so far been treated to what they came to see as Osborne drives inside the lane. Couldn't get that one to fall. Cam Ardella chases down the loose ball.
Hit that late.
Cross 4-3.
There, oh. Thought it was in.
He could not get that one to fall.
That's all right. We want to take him to take that shot.
Luke Flockersy with the rebound takes it right up the floor. Now the shot by Malinowski from way outside. What they're going to call that one on Osborne?
No, it's on. It's got to be on Grinnell.
No, they're calling it on Osborne. What in the world was that? Okay, that's why I'm not a referee.
Here we have what we talked about before the game. Jim Lehan and Sean McGuire, two guys that don't play too much on the varsity level, and they're coming into the game right here to try to get some important minutes.
Number 4, Jim Lehan. Number 14, Sean McGuire, as Corey just mentioned, into the ball game. And really, Coach Danny Bridges in that pregame interview with Craig let them know these are a couple of young men that can handle the ball tonight. That's what he needs out there on the floor.
Yeah, you know, they're great players. The fact is that they just haven't been in the starting rotation or the substitution rotation because the guys ahead of them are better.
Flockersy at the line. His second shot up and in. Say it's Flockersy, so we'll call him Flockersy then, Nick Flockersy.
We'll call him whatever.
Yeah, they won't know the difference. Now the Titans quickly up the floor. There is Lehan.
The guards need to be a little more aggressive. They need to take that ball all the way into the basket. You know, if someone steps in front of you, that's when you pass the ball over.
That's what you're gambling on. You do have Lehan and McGuire who have seen a little bit of playing time this season, not a whole lot.
Never in this type of environment.
Not at all, but coming in. And Caston with a great spin move.
Good strong move by Luke Caston.
Boy, it's not going to be long, and you're going to hear the chant of Luke go out across this Shirk Center crowd. 61-33 in favor of IWU. Inside, great defense by Cam Ardella. And
incidental contact by the foot there of
Flockersy now. And Flockersy with nowhere to go. Great defense by Lehan. There's the shot put up by Wood. Steve Wood couldn't get that one to fall. Nordland's there for the rebound. Nordland fires it up there.
Oh,
man.
my goodness.
Corey, I've told you that young man has fired it up every time he's open. Get a body on him and leave it on him the whole game.
Oh, look
no
at him.
Foul.
Just grab John Camardella.
John Camardella plays right through it. Lehan gets the ball quickly up the floor. They have McGuire on the near side. Now Wente down in the corner. Cam Ardella will shoot it up for three.
Oh,
John Cam Ardella.
John
oh, my
Camardella.
goodness.
We're going to have fun watching 2 more years of him and another half, Jim.
I'll tell you what, the CCIW has to watch him for another 2.5. Ball being batted around, finally controlled by Caston.
And Jim Lehan draws the foul.
You bet. Zach Carlson, I think, is going to get the foul. The crowd here at the Shirk Center loves that call.
Well, these guys just scratch and crawl, try to get away with the foul calls, come down and fire it up. You know what my grandma would say about these guys? They're cheating.
They're cheating.
They're cheating.
Is that what Grandma would say?
Anybody that ever fouls you, they're cheating.
Well, Sean McGuire doesn't have a whole lot of numbers on the season.
Now he does.
He will now, and he gets that one to bounce. Thank goodness. Maybe that's what works. I don't have any numbers to give on the young man, and he makes it.
There's going to be a day when he's going to be telling some kids about this story.
All right, Cam Ardella taking a seat now. Ryan McCreary coming back in. So you've got Luke Caston, Ryan McCreary, Sean McGuire, Jim Lehan, and also Todd Wente, the 5 out on the floor right now for Coach Danny Bridges. $142.
Sure?
I'm positive. You don't ask me about the Pioneers. Both of them good for Sean McGuire. Now Hubbard comes in for Caston, kind of a smart move. A minute 42 left
Luke's
in the first half,
fouls.
Corny. Yeah. Here come the Pioneers, back to a 30-point lead for the Titans inside. Great double team, and now Wente, I think, is going to pick up the foul.
That's all right, not a bad job there by Lehan.
No, actually, they're going to give that one to Jim Lehan. So Lehan picks up the foul.
You know, how key is it right now? Coach Bridges has all the starters, Jim? No, all the starters except Todd Wente getting a rest here at the end of the half. He's done a great job of substituting, too.
On top of that, he's got a 29-point lead, Corey. What more could you ask for? Everything working to perfection.
39.
I'm sorry, 39 points.
No, I'm saying that's what you could ask for.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It is a 29-point lead.
This is so fast-paced, I can't keep up anymore, Corey. It's easy to trip me up. Of course, it's easy to trip me up when we're not in the playoffs. Lehan is still a little bit of pressure.
Steps on the line is the call.
You have to be constantly aware because I'm telling you, these Pioneers throw everything at you on the full court press, but tonight the Titans have done a great job inside. They left Shaw open.
Miscommunication there by the Titans. Todd Wente got there too late.
Jim Shaw with the 2 ahead. They go to Wente. Wente now to Hubbard. They will pull it in. There's McCreary, and McCreary is another one of those players that can shoot it from behind the three-point line as well. Lehan goes inside the lane, a nice little shovel layup. The ball being batted around, it went off the Pioneers. It will remain Pioneer basketball. Let's check in with Craig Fada down on the floor. Craig, take it away.
Guys, the fans complained about that out-of-bounds call against Illinois Wesleyan, but the officials got it dead right. Half of his foot was over the line. Back up to you guys.
Boy, you've got a great perspective of it down there, Craig Fada, because you were right there in that corner.
We'll just call him the officials analyst tonight.
I'd like to call him something else, but he hit me after the game. 107 left, 66-41. It's been all Titan this half. Again, the shot launched up by Scarning. Boy, that kid takes 2 steps across the timeline and shoots it.
Oh!
Hit from behind, ref.
Well,
again, that's why I don't wear the stripes.
Wonder what Craig Fada thought about that one.
Under a minute left now in the first half, 66-41. I'd be interesting to find out. We'll bring it up later. The Pioneers with the basketball. Nice defense by Seth Hubbard. And I'm sure somewhere in this mass crowd is Dad Cal Hubbard, who is watching his son here tonight. Also, brother Nathan, I'm sure, is here.
Oh, yeah.
Not to count probably countless, endless other Hubbards that might be in this crowd this evening.
Neil, Mrs. Hubbard, I'm
you
sure
betcha, all of them. Again, the shot put up by Flakersey, and Flakersey draws the foul. Now we'll head to the line. Flakersey, a 74% free throw shooter. They're going to get that with Adam Osborne.
This half, Jim. You know, we forced them into tough shots, and only had 9 fouls in the first half. And, you know, that's pretty good, saying how fast-paced this game is.
Adam Osborne picking up his 3rd foul.
That's correct.
Boy, you don't want to see that happening in the first half. 41-second, Osborne now sits down.
You know, though, this is the type of game where having 3 fouls isn't that big of a deal because you can play in this type of atmosphere and not get into foul trouble, you know, just by not taking it in the basket and not reaching in.
Yeah, you're right. Seth Hubbard rips down the rebound. Ahead of the pack is Starkey. Nobody's caught him yet. And they draw the foul. I believe it's going to be on number 25, Steve Nordland, but we'll see what the referee, nope, actually they're going to call it on Flakersy. So Flakersy picks up his second foul of this half. At the line now is Salagi, Chris Salagi, a good free throw shooter. Salagi's first shot off the back iron.
You know, Jim, we had a 30-point lead, more than that perhaps. It has now dwindled down to only 24 points, so we need to hit the free throws and stop getting so many shots on the offensive end.
Well, as fast-paced as this ball game is, the Titans can be back up by 30 or more in just a matter of 15, 20 seconds that easily. There's a shot launched by Malinowski. Big rebound ripped down by Eric Starkey in the land of the Giants. Now Salagi bringing the ball up the floor. Great ball movement, or great ball handling by Salagi, and it will remain Titan basketball. 18 seconds left in this first half.
You think we'll get the last shot off here?
I'm saying yes. The shot clock is off. Inbounds, they get it into Wente. Now 10 seconds left in the first half. Salagi to McCreary for three. Could not get that one to go. That is going to do it for the first half as time expires. 67-42. All Illinois Wesleyan. Yeah, this might have been a big numbers team from Grinnell, but they have never played in a play.
Trouble.
Inside, off the glass, number 32, Steve Wood. Steve Wood and Nordland seem to be their big guns, and if they can shut them down, Cam Ardella doing a great job of coming up with a loose ball. Cross by himself. Cross should have just taken that one in.
Cross needs to be more aggressive out there.
Yes, he does.
He's not looking for
and
his
I'm
own
going to
shot.
show you why, because Steve Wood defensively was trying to pick up Luke Caston, and Cross had the wide open left-handed layup. 59-31. Cross puts it into play for the Titans. Wente now to Osborne. The crowd here at the Shirk Center so far been treated to what they came to see as Osborne drives inside the lane. Couldn't get that one to fall. Cam Ardella chases down the loose ball.
Hit that late.
Cross 4-3.
There, oh. Thought it was in.
He could not get that one to fall.
That's all right. We want to take him to take that shot.
Luke Flakersy with the rebound takes it right up the floor. Now the shot by Malinowski from way outside. What they're going to call that one on Osborne?
No, it's on. It's got to be on Grinnell.
No, they're calling it on Osborne. What in the world was that? Okay, that's why I'm not a referee.
Here we have what we talked about before the game. Jim Lehan and Sean McGuire, two guys that don't play too much on the varsity level, and they're coming into the game right here to try to get some important minutes.
Number 4, Jim Lehan. Number 14, Sean McGuire, as Corey just mentioned, into the ball game. And really, Coach Danny Bridges in that pregame interview with Craig let them know these are a couple of young men that can handle the ball tonight. That's what he needs out there on the floor.
Yeah, you know, they're great players. The fact is that they just haven't been in the starting rotation or the substitution rotation because the guys ahead of them are better.
Flakersy at the line. His second shot up and in. Say it's Flakersy, so we'll call him Flakersy then, Nick Flakersy.
We'll call him whatever.
Yeah, they won't know the difference. Now the Titans quickly up the floor. There is Lehan.
The guards need to be a little more aggressive. They need to take that ball all the way into the basket. You know, if someone steps in front of you, that's when you pass the ball over.
That's what you're gambling on. You do have Lehan and McGuire who have seen a little bit of playing time this season, not a whole lot.
Never in this type of environment.
Not at all, but coming in. And Caston with a great spin move.
Good strong move by Luke Caston.
Boy, it's not going to be long, and you're going to hear the chant of Luke go out across this Shirk Center crowd. 61-33 in favor of IWU. Inside, great defense by Cam Ardella. And
incidental contact by the foot there of
Flakersy now. And Flakersy with nowhere to go. Great defense by Lehan. There's the shot put up by Wood. Steve Wood couldn't get that one to fall. Nordland's there for the rebound. Nordland fires it up there.
Oh my
man,
goodness.
Corey, I've told you that young man has fired it up every time he's open. Get a body on him and leave it on him the whole game.
Oh, look at him.
Foul.
Just grab John Camardella.
John Camardella plays right through it. Lehan Gets the ball quickly up the floor. They have McGuire on the near side. Now Wente down in the corner. Cam Ardella will shoot it up for three. John Cam Ardella. Oh, my goodness.
We're going to have fun watching 2 more years of him and another half, Jim.
I'll tell you what, the CCIW has to watch him for another 2.5. Ball being batted around, finally controlled by Caston.
And Jim Lehan draws the foul.
You bet. Zach Carlson, I think, is going to get the foul. The crowd here at the Shirk Center loves that call.
Well, these guys just scratch and crawl, try to get away with the foul calls, come down and fire it up. You know what my grandma would say about these guys? They're cheating.
They're cheating.
They're cheating.
Is that what Grandma would say?
Anybody that ever fouls you, they're cheating.
Well, Sean McGuire doesn't have a whole lot of numbers on the season.
Now he does.
He will now, and he gets that one to bounce. Thank goodness. Maybe that's what works. I don't have any numbers to give on the young man, and he makes it.
And there's going to be a day when he's going to be telling some kids about this story.
All right, Cam Ardella taking a seat now. Ryan McCreary coming back in. So you've got Luke Caston, Ryan McCreary, Sean McGuire, Jim Lehan, and also Todd Wente, the 5 out on the floor right now for Coach Danny Bridges. $142. Sure? I'm positive. You don't ask me about the Pioneers. Both of them good for Sean McGuire. Now Hubbard comes in for Caston. Kind of a smart move. A minute 42 left in the first half, Corny. Yeah. Here come the Pioneers back to a 30-point lead for the Titans inside. Great double team, and now Wente, I think, is going to pick up the foul.
That's all right. Not a bad job there by Lehan.
No, actually, they're going to give that one to Jim Lehan. So Lehan picks up the foul.
You know how key is it right now? Coach Bridges has all the starters, Jim? No, all the starters except Todd Wente getting a rest here at the end of the half. He's done a great job of substituting, too.
On top of that, he's got a 29-point lead, Corey. What more could you ask for? Everything working to perfection. I'm sorry, 39 points.
No, I'm saying that's what you could ask for.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It is a 29-point lead.
This is so fast-paced, I can't keep up anymore, Corey. It's easy to trip me up. Of course, it's easy to trip me up when we're not in the playoffs. Lehan is still a little bit of pressure.
Steps on the line is the call.
You have to be constantly aware because I'm telling you, these Pioneers throw everything at you on the full court press, but tonight the Titans have done a great job inside. They left Shaw open.
Miscommunication there by the Titans. Todd Wente got there too late.
Jim Shaw with the 2 ahead. They go to Wente. Wente now to Hubbard. They will pull it in. There is McCreary, and McCreary is another one of those players that can shoot it from behind the three-point line as well. Lehan goes inside the lane, a nice little shovel layup. The ball being batted around. It went off the Pioneers. It will remain Pioneer basketball. Let's check in with Craig Fada down on the floor. Craig, take it away.
Guys, the fans complained about that out-of-bounds call against Illinois Wesleyan, but the officials got it dead right. Half of his foot was over the line. Back up to you guys.
Boy, you've got a great perspective of it down there, Craig Fada, because you were right there in that corner.
We'll just call him the officials analyst tonight.
I'd like to call him something else, but he hit me after the game. 1:07 left, 66-41. It's been all tight in this half. Again, the shot launched up by Scarning. Boy, that kid takes 2 steps across the timeline and shoots it.
Oh!
Hit from behind, ref.
Well,
again, that's why I don't wear the stripes.
Wonder what Craig Fada thought about that one.
Under a minute left now in the first half, 66-41. I'd be interesting to find out. We'll bring it up later. The Pioneers with the basketball. Nice defense by Seth Hubbard. And I'm sure somewhere in this mass crowd is Dad Cal Hubbard, who is watching his son here tonight. Also, brother Nathan, I'm sure, is here.
Oh, yeah.
Not to count probably countless, endless other Hubbards that might be in this crowd this evening.
Neil, Mrs. Hubbard, I'm
you
sure.
You betcha, all of them. Again, the shot put up by Flacurzy, and Flacurzy draws the foul. Now we'll head to the line. Flacurzy is 74% free throw shooter. They're going to get that with Adam Osborne.
This half, Jim. You know, we forced them into tough shots and only had 9 fouls in the first half. And, you know, that's pretty good saying how fast-paced this game is.
Adam Osborne picking up his 3rd foul.
That's correct.
Boy, you don't want to see that happening in the first half. 41-second, Osborne now sits down.
You know, this is the type of game where having 3 fouls isn't that big of a deal because you can play in this type of atmosphere and not get into foul trouble, you know, just by not taking it in the basket and not reaching in.
Yeah, you're right. Seth Hubbard rips down the rebound. Ahead of the pack is Starkey. Nobody's caught him yet. And they draw the foul. I believe it's going to be on number 25, Steve Nordland, but we'll see what the referee, nope, actually they're going to call it on Flakersy. So Flakersy picks up his second foul of this half. At the line now is Salagi, Chris Salagi, a good free throw shooter. Salagi's first shot off the back iron.
You know, Jim, we have a 30-point lead, more than that perhaps. It has now dwindled down to only 24 points, so we need to hit the free throws and stop giving them so many shots on the offensive end.
Well, as fast-paced as this ball game is, the Titans can be back up by 30 or more in just a matter of 15, 20 seconds that easily. There is a shot launched by Malinowski. Big rebound ripped down by Eric Starkey in the land of the Giants. Now Salagi bringing the ball up the floor. Great ball movement, or great ball handling by Salagi, and it will remain Titan basketball. 18 seconds left in this first half.
You think we'll get the last shot off here?
I'm saying yes. The shot clock is off. Inbounds, they get it into Wente. .11 seconds, now 10 seconds left in the first half. Salagi to McCreary for 3. Could not get that one to go. That is going to do it for the first half as time expires. 67-42. All Illinois Wesleyan. Yeah, this might have been a big numbers team from Grinnell, but they have never played at a place called the Shirk Center. We're at halftime. We'll be back right after this.
Do you need help managing your money? A.G. Edwards & Sons isn't just investments anymore. Steve Rainey and Martin Cansius can assist you with a variety of services. Services such as financial planning, estate planning, retirement planning, mutual funds, stocks, bonds, annuities, and insurance. A.G. Edwards & Sons can help you reach your financial potential. Call for an appointment today, 662-2000.
Not a lot of people know what the SEAL does. I kind of like the idea of that.
You need to get in and, do your job and get out of there not being seen.
No SEAL gets left behind. Everybody goes home.
You have to be able to persevere and get the job done no matter what. I will not fail.
The kind of people we require, someone who can go hard or go home.
I knew what I came in the Navy to do. I specifically came in to become a Navy SEAL.
Two-timing son of a...
Honey, what are you doing?
We can fix anything. Kurt's Auto Body, Ireland Grove Road, Bloomington.
It's always fun at Bloomington Parks and Recreation. The sports, the sounds, the fun. There's something for everyone. Gather up the family. Come see the sights. Any day or night. It's always fun at Bloomington Parks and Recreation.
Inside Communications coverage of Illinois Wesleyan University basketball is brought to you by A.G. Edwards of Bloomington.
Welcome back to the Division III first round playoff here at the Shirk Center, where these Titans taking on the Pioneers of Grinnell College and handling them, Corey Kuhn, in the first half. 67-42, Jim Ahart, Craig Fade, and of course, my partner in crime, Corey Kuhn. It has been all Illinois Wesleyan, my friend.
It has. A great start. First 5 minutes, I think Illinois Wesleyan really dictated from the beginning, hey, we can run with you guys, we can shoot with you guys, we can take care of the ball. And really, for the most part, the whole half, they did do that. They took care of the ball, they finished their layups, hit a few threes, and overall a great half for the Titans.
Well, I think more importantly, and really they did not get flustered at all by that full court press, but more importantly, on their half court offense, Corey, and I made reference to this again, they were able to find the open man. Pioneers were double teaming every time that ball was picked up. The Titans have done a great job of finding the open man.
I agree, and I think Craig Fada has something down for us on the floor.
Craig, take it away.
Thanks, guys. I talked to assistant coach David Steinbrook, and he said Coach Denny Bridges and the rest of the coaching staff were extremely pleased with the way his team was handling the ball throughout most of the first half. He said it did get a little scrappy toward the end of the first half, but he said that was to be expected given the frantic pace. He said they're also extremely pleased with the way his team was rebounding, and he said if they keep hitting the boards as well as they did in the first half, they should have an extremely successful second half. I asked him how his team's conditioning was holding up based again on the frantic pace of the game, and he said his team was doing well, their wind was holding up. He said Coach Bridges is doing a good job with the substitutions, so nobody is getting too tired. Back up to you guys.
Very much, Craig Fada. This is what they have worked the last 3 days for, and I'm talking both teams. More in particular, though, the Illinois Wesleyan Titans. Corey, we are now at halftime. The Titans have the lead. What is it exactly that Coach Bridges is telling his team out there for in preparation for the second half?
Coach Bridges is in there right now saying the same thing that he said before the game. He's saying, guys, let's come out the first 5 minutes, be strong with the ball, be patient on offense, take it to them. If they're going to give us a fast break, let's go in, score until someone comes up, dish off the ball, get the open shot, and that's what we've done a great job of. We haven't taken hardly a bad shot the whole half. On the defensive end, we're forcing them into a bad shot almost every time down the floor. Great job by Coach Bridges and the staff.
Hey, Corey, it was a great first half, but I say let's get ready for even a better second half.
I'm all right with that, I guess.
67-42, Corey Kuhn, Jim Ahart, Craig Fada, and this whole Inside production team will be back right after this.
Ron Smith Printing, Central Illinois' most complete printing service, is pleased to present local high school and college basketball here on AT&T Cable Channel 10. The associates and management of Ron Smith Printing support the athletic and academic achievements of the students in our community. For all your business printing needs, visit Ron Smith Printing. And for all your storage needs, it's PS Personal Storage, both conveniently located at 2425 South Main Street in Bloomington.
At Bob Dennison Ford, we've got all kinds of vehicles for all kinds of people. Don and Marge found a new Taurus for only $17,377, while the growing Brooks family bought a Windstar with 0.9% APR. Ann and little Tommy just bought a new Escape, and newlyweds Paul and Maria just leased the Mustang they always wanted. Dave got a loaded F-150 for only $23,997, and Razor got into a Focus with payments he could afford. All kinds of vehicles for all kinds of people. That's the Dennison difference at Bob Dennison Ford in Bloomington.
I set the stage. I choose the topics. I initiate the conversation. I am the advocate. And you are invited into my circle where views are expressed, opinions are weighed, and people have the freedom to express their mind. I'm Jim Brown, and you're invited to step into my circle.
The Circle, starting Monday, March 12th on ICN 10.
It was called the greatest generation any society has ever produced. They were ordinary people who half a century ago did nothing less than help save the world. Millions served in uniform, millions more served at home, and nearly 500,000 gave their lives. And yet there is no national memorial to honor their sacrifice. It is time to say thank you.
Call now and help build the National World War II Memorial.
My name's John Woolard. I rescue alligators for a living.
John Woolard is one brave guy.
It's pretty exciting.
But would John Woolard ever insure his car with some kind of cut-rate car insurance?
Cut-rate car insurance? I'm not that brave.
Be like this State Farm customer and go with a reliable State Farm agent.
In Normal, see your good neighbor, State Farm agent Marty Brogla, for all your insurance needs.
Do you need help managing your money? A.G. Edwards & Sons isn't just investments anymore. Steve Rainey and Martin Cansius can assist you with a variety of services. Services such as financial planning, estate planning, retirement planning, mutual funds, stocks, bonds, annuities, and insurance. A.G. Edwards & Sons can help you reach your financial potential. Call for an appointment today, 662-2000.
Inside Communications coverage of Illinois Wesleyan University basketball is brought to you by A.G. Edwards of Bloomington.
Welcome back to college basketball playoff style. It is the visiting Pioneers of Grinnell College taking on the hometown Titans of Illinois Wesleyan. First half action, all IWU 67-42. Hello everyone, Jim Ahart, Corey Kuhn, Craig Fada reporting from the sidelines. Partner, one half down, another half to go.
Oh, you sure you got it in you?
I guarantee you.
What a great half, though, by Illinois Wesleyan. You know, the things that really stick out here, there's not an individual stat necessarily that sticks out more than another. Listen to this, Jim. Field goal percentage for Grinnell in the first half, 30%.
I like it.
Field goal percentage for Illinois Wesleyan, 67%.
I
Do you know
love
why?
it.
Do you know why, Jim? We're coming down, we're being patient, we're getting a wide open, good shot every time down the floor. They're coming down, we're putting a hand in their face and shooting up a prayer every time.
Well, also, Corey, it goes back to what I said before also. The Titans, once they cross the timeline, are doing a great job of finding the open man. Normally, that open man is right underneath. And I go back to Caston and Wente in the first part of that first half that were camped out and left wide open right underneath the bucket.
Yeah, and you know, when they're not open and some people go down and get in their way, they're real quick to pass it back out, reset the offense, and try to find someone else open.
Well, I'll tell you what, still another half of basketball action yet to go. And I love, you know, in a game like this, you know, all of Stu Salowitz's assistants here in the sports information, they said, listen, do you want us to feed you stats in the second half? And I said, we're not going to have time. This thing's too fast. I'll tell you what, we're going to check in with Craig Fada down on the floor. Craig, my friend, take it away.
Guys, a couple other quick notes from the floor. David Steinberg says the reason that his team was committing so many turnovers toward the end of the first half was that they were taking too many dribbles between passes. He said they refocused on that in the locker room at halftime, so that shouldn't be a problem. I also talked to Chad Hudson, Illinois Wesleyan legend, who is now doing radio for WJBC. I said, hey, Chad, would you like to play in a game like this? He goes, oh, man, absolutely. This game would be a dream come true. I don't know if Corey Kuhn feels like that, but you never know. I'm getting tired just watching these guys. Back up to you.
Thanks a lot, Craig Fada. How about it, legend Corey Kuhn? Would you love to play in a game like this?
Why would you even ask a question like that, Jim? Boy, you know, it's hard enough. It's a good thing I got these headsets on and I'm up here, because if I was in the stands, I'd be having trouble. What a great game to be a part of.
Well, first of all, you'd be too busy signing autographs that you probably wouldn't be able to enjoy the game, so it is probably better that we've got you at work.
And if I was playing, I'd be too busy shooting.
You know, Craig brought up a great point. Yes, the coaching staff was a little concerned about the turnovers, but you said in a fast-paced offense like this, and even a fast-paced defense, the turnovers are going to happen.
Well, yeah, Illinois West had 17 turnovers. Excuse me, only 6 turnovers in the first half, so that's not much
bad
of
at
a number.
all.
You know,
I'll take
17
that.
assists.
You bet. Okay, folks, here we go. Put on your seatbelts, buckle in, put on the helmet, because we are going to go full speed this second half. We are now underway. Cam Ardella, Cross, Wente, Osborne, and Caston, the 5 out on the floor. And again, the Titans picking up offensively where they left off in the first half. Cam Ardella drives in the lane, off the glass, draws the foul.
I'm kind of surprised Adam Osborne isn't shooting that 3 wide open there in the corner. I know he can hit that shot, Jim.
Oh, well, we know that he can hit that shot, but I don't wonder if that isn't part of the strategy of this coaching staff.
They're going to be patient and wait for an even better shot.
Cam Ardella's first shot up and in.
I don't know if I could do that, Jim. Adam Osborne's a better man than I.
You would fire it up, wouldn't you? Cam Ardella gets them both to go. John Cam Ardella, who played one well of the first half. Quickly, the Pioneers come. There is Carlson.
Coast to coast by Carlson.
Zach Carlson going all the way. The inbounds play works for the Titans. They need to get across the timeline and do.
Laban Cross is fouled.
And Cross was fouled, it looks like, by number 3, Flacurzy. That's Luke Flacurzy''s 3rd foul of this ball game. Here comes another set of fresh legs.
We've only played 30 seconds.
Dave Arsenault, the coach for the Grinnell Pioneers,
has got an arsenal.
Arsenault has got an arsenal. You're right. Great play
Glad
on
you
words.
caught
Cast
that.
it inside is hammered. Number 13 picks up the foul. That is Jason Anderson.
Grinnell fouls on Jason Anderson. That's his second.
Anderson picks up his second personal foul of this ball game. Now back to the line, Luke Caston. Luke shot nothing but net.
That's good to see us start off with a made free throw. We missed a few there at the end of the first half.
Well, you know, I think that we missed too many free throws in the first half. You know, I think we're a little spoiled here at Illinois Wesleyan. We expect all of these Titans to be great free throw
Well, we were
shooters.
15 out of 20. I think all of those were right at the end of the half is why it stuck out a little bit.
There is the shot launched up by Mike Hockman. The big man shoots it from behind the three-point line, and finally the Titans get it in. Wente ahead to Osborne. Now to Cross. Great breaking of the press inside, and Hockman is fouled, or actually Hockman's going to foul Cross, and now Cross will go to the line.
Jim, that's just what I was talking about there. Laban Cross, hey, they don't even try to step in front of you and take the charge. Laban, take it all the way to the basket, draw the foul, be strong, and try to finish.
Mike Hockman picks up his third foul of this ball game, so the big man, who was kind of instrumental in this Pioneer team in the first half, now finds himself in some early foul trouble. And 5 will sit down and 5 will come on. And then there were 5. Laban Cross, there you get a good look at the Shirk Center crowd. Dr. Seuss. Close.
Right on the head there.
Laban Cross gets both the free throws to fall. And here come the Pioneers wasting no time inside. Oh, what a block by Cam Ardella. Inside, great defense by the Titans. Osborne, Cam Ardella, head of the pack, inside.
Nice. Good look by Adam Osborne.
Oh, my goodness.
Good finish by John Camardella.
Let's make it 75-47, 18:40 left in the ball game. And Cam Ardella was drawn off a fake.
Just kind of got a little too jump happy there. You know, Adam Osborne, I believe, already has 7 assists in the game, and the last time and only time that Grinnell made the playoffs, they played Wheaton College, a fellow CCIW team, and Matt Nadelhofer, a star for Wheaton, had 20 assists against them, broke the NCAA record. We'll see if Adam can do it tonight.
The Titans quickly up the floor. Cam Ardella for 3. Boom!
There it is.
John Cam Ardella.
He is on fire. You think John likes this game?
I think he's loving this game. Cam Ardella with the rebound.
Gets it knocked away.
And dives for the loose ball. That is what Cam Ardella will give you. A timeout.
He's upset that he lost that rebound, but he's doing a great job hustling out there. You know, John Camardella, you would not want him on the opposing team, but you know what? You want him on your own team.
I've heard, and this is just what I've heard from some students here at Illinois Wesleyan, that pickup game-wise, John Cam Ardella is the best one-on-one player here at Illinois Wesleyan.
That still goes to school here, right?
Ever.
Oh.
Ever. Nice
Jimmy.
try, Kuhn.
Jimmy.
Nice try.
Jimmy.
I think Cam Ardella would take you to town.
I tell you what, tomorrow night I'm going to play Johnny.
Are you? Just to try and get that title back, huh?
No, John, you know, John, he's so strong out there. He's so aggressive. What a great asset to Coach Bridges' team.
No kidding. And I'm going to tell you what, you said it in the first half. We still have a couple more years of this young man.
You know, these guys have such a bright future, but this team right here is a great team. Adam Osborne, Todd Wente, the seniors, great opportunity for these guys to make some noise in the postseason.
Cam Ardella reminds me of another former Titan player called Brent Nieberge that just was a blue-collar, hard-nosed worker, and when he comes up with a foul, there is Caston by himself. Boomski! How about it? Luke Caston.
Somebody didn't get back on defense.
A big dunk, 80-49. Laban Cross, let's check in with Craig Fada down on the floor. Craig, take it away.
Jim and Corey, during that last timeout, Denny Bridges was upset about his team's play defensively. He says they're not guarding anyone, so he wants the team to play better on the defensive end. Back up to you guys.
Thank you, Craig Fada. Now the Pioneers will put it into play. 17:48 left in this ball game, 80-49 in favor of the Titans. Osborne comes up with a steal, ahead to Cam Ardella by himself. Cam Ardella was hammered hard. Cam Ardella
Boy,
I'll tell you what, Cam
fired up.
Ardella was hit hard.
He's an emotional guy, but, you know, that's good. It's good to see Adam Osborne and Luke Cassidy walking over there and getting him under control. But, hey, he uses that emotion. Sometimes it's positive, sometimes it's negative. But more
I
often
would
than
not want
it's
to be
positive.
Corey Kuhn, I would not want to be a Pioneer.
I don't want to mess with him. I know that, and I'm
No
his friend.
John Camardella now at the line.
They're picking the wrong boy to mess with.
Camardella misses the first one, now checking into the ball game. For the Pioneers, Adrian Birdwell. Camardella will shoot his second. Camardella's shot off the front iron. Birdwell with the rebound. Quickly up the floor come the Pioneers.
Jim, has Grinnell put Cisco in the ball game? You don't even know who that is, do you?
Hit me.
A hip-hop singer. That'd be the best definition.
Crisco, is that what?
Cisco.
Oh,
like,
Cisco.
Like Cisco Systems.
I thought you were talking about Crisco, and I know about Crisco. It's where you fry chicken and make good pie crust with. 80-49, the Pioneers put it into play, and I think Todd Wendy going to be called for the foul.
I bet you know who Led Zeppelin is.
I guarantee you I know who Led Zeppelin is. Todd Wendy does pick up the foul.
That's his first foul.
That's hard to believe. All the action in this one. I'm glad to hear that. Wendy only with his first foul of this contest.
It's not because he's not being aggressive.
Oh, you got that right, Corey. And Wendy just about comes up with a steal and does. Grinnell able to haul it back in. That is Flakerzi, number 3. Good defense by the Titans again. Just totally taking these Pioneers out of their game plan. Oh, what a block by Luke Caston.
Rejection.
Luke Caston skied to get a piece of that one. No 2 there, folks. Ryan McCreary does a very smart job of pulling that one in. Now Osborne, the senior captain, will set up this offense. Inside, Wente! Todd Wente from Adam Osborne.
Great passing by Adam Osborne. Good finish by Todd Wente.
82-49. In favor right now of the Titans inside. And Wente now is going to pick up his second foul with a nice little sheepish grin because he can't believe that one. It looked like all ball up here.
Well, you know, these officials have a tough job out there now. We have to give them credit, Jim.
The officials are
tired. They're doing a pretty good job, and there's a lot of hacking and bumping and clawing going on, so they're not going to get everything.
And let me tell you, this is a high-octane, fast-paced game, my friend.
Look at how far down he gets on the free throws.
Yeah, what is up with that?
About hits his rear on the floor.
Here comes another 5 in for the Pioneers. A set of fresh legs. Laban Cross sitting down. Chris Salagi, who Corey Kuhn, in my opinion, had a great first half. Checking back into this ball game, 82-50. The second shot by Wood. Oh, no, not Todd Wente now.
In a minute.
It is. It's going to be on Todd.
That's a good thing he didn't have any in the first half there, Jim.
Todd Wente now is just going to have to play with a little bit more composure right now, as Corey just mentioned, has picked up 3 quick fouls here in the last 30 seconds. McCreary defensively on the outside, inside. That is Shaw, Jim Shaw, with a nice little drive to the hoop. Now Salagi getting it into play for the Titans. Wente picks up his dribble.
Just running the press breaker to a T.
Yes, they are, and they have the whole game. You know, that's what a lot of folks were concerned about, Titan fans that were. They were just wondering how these Titans were going to handle the press. The Titans do turn it over on that one. On that possession, there is Birdwell. His shot up and in. Adrian Birdwell. Birdwell with a 3-pointer.
And a 5-second call, you can't have that. Somebody's got to come to the ball and get open.
All right,
Coach Bridges is going to call a timeout.
You betcha. And I'll tell you what, let me see here if it's going to be a full timeout. It is. It's going to be a full timeout. We're going to step away for a quick break. Playoff action from the Shirk Center right after this.
Do you need help managing your money? A.G. Edwards & Sons isn't just investments anymore. Steve Rainey and Martin Cansius can assist you with a variety of services. Services such as financial planning, estate planning, retirement planning, mutual funds, stocks, bonds, annuities, and insurance. A.G. Edwards & Sons can help you reach your financial potential. Call for an appointment today, 662-2000.
We can fix anything. Kurt's Auto Body in Bloomington.
Welcome back to the action from the Shirk Center. It's first round playoff action. Division III style, the Titans of Illinois Wesleyan. Szilagyi, coast to coast, Chris Szilagyi.
Good job by Szilagyi. Broke in between those two players, took it all the way hoop.
Nice move inside to the hoop. By number 12, Heiser, Ken Heiser. McCreary to Caston ahead of the pack. Caston a little bit too far underneath, but positions himself for the easy two. Luke Caston.
Good job of catching it strong, coming down with it and getting a better shot.
Oh, he launched it. Number 20, that is Carlson.
Titans again.
A 2-on-1, Szilagyi.
Ew! Good job by Starkey and Szilagyi on the fast break.
Well, let's check in with Craig Fada down on the floor while we've got a chance. Craig, take it away, my friend.
Guys, before that last timeout, Denny Bridges didn't like the way his team was handling the trap, so we reminded his players to make sure if the inbounds play is having trouble, to come back for the ball and make sure they have good spacing on the floor so they can get past that trap. Back up to you guys.
Thank you, Craig Fada. Chris Szilagyi sinks the first one. Here comes another set of fresh legs, more importantly for the Titans. Coming in for Luke Caston is Seth Hubbard. Coming in for Todd Wente, who has 3 fouls, is Mike Rogers. So Rogers coming into the ball game. This is where the expertise of Mike Rogers may pay off for you with 15:26 left in this ball game.
Just look at him out there. He's having a great time. He's running up and down the floor
He's
in
got
the
a new
tournament
do.
again.
He's got a new do.
Looks like a cue ball.
Chris Szilagyi with both of them.
Oh, that's pretty good defense there.
That was great defense, and it looked like the player who happened to be number 13, Jason Anderson, leaned into the defender. Nonetheless,
he'll head to the line for a 3-point play.
Eric Starkey picking up his first foul of this ball game. At the line is Anderson, and Jason Anderson checking into this ball game. A terrible free throw shooter, 40% free throw shooter. Let's put that kid at the line. The Pioneers come up with the rebound. Good defense. There's the shot. Misses everything. The Titans love that one as Jim Shaw shoots up an air ball. Oh, he's going to hear it from the crowd, Corey.
What are they saying?
A-Hart, A-Hart.
No. Go home, A-Hart.
McCreary. Good. Hey, that was a good idea. There was not an open man on the inbounds play. The Titans have to go ahead. It's only a partial timeout, not a full timeout. 88 to 57, 15-12 left, and while we've got a chance, I want to thank in particular our good friends, especially my good friend Steve Rainey over at A.G. Edwards, who wasted no time Monday afternoon. As soon as we found out that we were going to be doing this game on Insight, A.G. Edwards called up and said, make us a part of that advertising team, and sure enough, A.G. Edwards, some of the great sponsors that have brought you this playoff action. So folks, if you know those great people out at A.G. Edwards, you thank them from the bottom of your heart for bringing you great Titan basketball. 88 to 57, the Titans putting the ball into play. McCreary gets it into Szilagyi. Szilagyi with no problem gets it across the timeline. Now Hubbard in the far corner. Again, the double team, they find the open man. Szilagyi off the glass.
Nice strong move by Chris Szilagyi, goes up against the bigger man.
Chris Szilagyi. And again.
What a terrible shot by Anderson.
Yeah, Anderson couldn't get that one to fall. Rogers there for the rebound. Now Szilagyi ahead of the pack. Inside to Hubbard, and they kick it back out. Now Starkey will set it back up. And again, Szilagyi works himself open and is just hammered. I think Anderson going to pick up the foul, number 13. But more importantly, Szilagyi going to head to the line.
Jim, the more I watch this, the more I'm amazed at the strategy here. It doesn't make sense to me, Jim.
I understand that. This is one of the strangest game plans I have ever seen for a basketball team. Nonetheless, they carried him through the regular season, but you know as well as I do, it's a different level in the playoffs.
Well, definitely. It's a different ball game here.
Chris Salagi sinks the first one. Here comes another fresh set of legs in for the Grinnell Pioneers.
I guess they put themselves in the news, Jim, if nothing else, right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Set a few records.
They'll be back in the news tomorrow if this score remains. The news over in Iowa will be that the Pioneers lose and they are done for the season. 92-57. Salagi sinks both of them. Grinnell quickly up the floor. Steve Wood inside. Steve Wood off the glass. Couldn't get that one to fall. Rogers there for the rebound, and Rogers loses it. There to put back the garbage is number 2. That is Nick Malinowski. Salagi needs to get it in. Does to McCreary. Get it to Hubbard. Hubbard. There is Rogers. Inside, there is Starkey. A nice little reversal.
Nice.
Gets it to go. Eric Starkey.
Just moving the ball so well offensively.
Grinnell, 59. The Titans, 94. There is the shot on the outside put up by Nordland, who hasn't hit one in the second half. And
he'll fire it up, though.
You betcha Starkey is there for the rebound. Salagi quickly up the floor. There is McCreary on the baseline. Inside,
nice.
Hubbard, wide open. Again, the Titans doing a great job of working themselves open. More importantly, they're finding that open man on offense.
All Grinnell's doing is giving us a wide open shot every time down the floor. And throwing up a bad one
Rogers on the inside, great defense. And again, there is the shot put up by Carlson. Zach Carlson.
You know, Chris Salagi's doing a great job of taking control of this game right now. I have to give him credit right now.
Chris Salagi now with McCreary on the far wing. There is McCreary, thought about it. They find Starkey. Oh, Starkey should have put it up, but takes it to the baseline. Nice drive by Eric
Let
Starkey.
it go right to the basket. Eric says, well, I'll take 2 more.
That's a higher percentage shot than the three-pointer. There's the shot again by Carlson, not there.
Here they come
and
again.
Starkey and Salagi ahead of the pack. Salagi!
They better call a TO.
All Illinois West crowd.
Oh, my God.
Absolutely deafening. Carlson nowhere to go on the inside. This crowd at the Shirk Center just loving the job that their Titans are doing this evening. Nordland with the shot. How about Chris Salagi?
Look at this, we're gonna get another one.
To Starkey, Starkey inside off the glass, draws the foul. 12-17 left. Look at this, 100-62, my friend. How about it?
12-17 left in the game. The Titans have broken 100 points.
Luke Flakurzi with his 4th foul of the ball game. And now Eric Starkey will head to the line. Starkey, not one of the best free throw shooters on this Titan team, shooting about 48%. Oh, but that one looks good.
It doesn't matter now. It's
not at all. Okay.
Some more substitutions. For
a lot more substitutions. We'll just say for both the Titans and the Pioneers. Okay, John Camardella back into the ball game. Adam Osborne in for the Titans. Also, Luke Caston, Hubbard, and of course Eric Starkey. Those are the 5 out on the floor for the Titans.
Laban Cross waiting to go in for Starkey, I believe, if he makes this free throw.
John Anderson,
there we go.
Chawquette, also Birdwell, Shaw are the 5 out on the floor right now for the Pioneers. Birdwell gets the ball across the timeline. 102-62, all Illinois Wesleyan. When was the last time we saw 100 points scored here by the Titans? Seth Hubbard with a big rebound and was hammered from behind.
I don't know the answer to that question, Jim, but I'm sure that the guys sitting next to us do.
Yeah, you're right. We'll ask him before.
It's happened before. We scored 100 several
I've been
times,
here. Yeah, I've been here from it. It has been a while.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often, but it does happen.
Oh, the crowd here at the Shirk Center.
Chanting 40, as in 40-point lead.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, 102-62, it has been all Illinois Wesleyan. If Titan fans were concerned about this Pioneer team, let those doubts be put to rest, because the Titans have come here tonight and have executed perfectly so far. Still 12:03 left in this ball game. Hubbard with both of them. Seth Hubbard, a great free throw shooter, gets both of those to fall. Birdwell, number 10, on the inside, and Birdwell goes down hard. Laban Cross with the foul.
Laban just kind of says, I think I'll foul him this time.
Laban says, you're not taking it to the hoop on me in my house, my friend. Here comes Todd Winnie checking in the next dead ball. Birdwell, Adrian Birdwell, a 45% free throw shooter. So really, if you stop to think about it, Laban Cross fouled one of the worst free throw shooters that this Pioneer team has. And now Birdwell, there's a little bit of referee conferring going out there on the floor.
I don't know what they're arguing about who the foul was on, or
it was on Cross. That
I know who it was on.
24 or 23, that's the question. And there is no 23 out there for the Titans, so I say it would have to be number 24, Laban Cross. Birdwell finally gets his shot to go. Todd Wente right now playing with 3 fouls, checks into the ball game, replacing Seth Hubbard.
It says they gave it to Luke. Maybe that's what we were.
24-34, yeah, and maybe that's what the scoring table was having a problem with. So how many fouls does Luke have?
It says 3 on the scoreboard.
That's his third, okay. Birdwell sinks both of them. Seth Hubbard taking a seat on the bench. Again, the Titans break the press with no problem. Now Osborne to Cam Ardella. Wente baseline inside. Great ball movement by the Titans. Osborne to Wente, the easy 2. He was hammered. Number 33, Choquette, picking up the foul. Pat Choquette from Grinnell. Now Todd Wente will head to the line, and Wente.
It's Grinnell's 10th foul of the half already, with 11:40 left in the second half.
That plays well, and of course they're down by 40. And you know, the Titans are up by 40. Have you seen one person leave this Shirk Center with 11:40 left? No way.
There's still a lot left to see,
You
Jim.
betcha, no way. They're getting their money's worth. The standing room only crowd here tonight. Now Todd Wente going to try and build on this Titan lead. His second free throw up and in. Todd Wente. Carlson quickly up the floor for the Pioneers. Cross picking him up defensively inside. Somebody fell asleep. LaCursey.
That's a wide open layup.
Yes, he did, and kicks it back out. I think that one might have been partially blocked by Cam Ardella. It looked like he might have gotten a piece of it. Cam Ardella leads the pack inside. Cam Ardella.
Says, he's just going to take it right to him. Why not? He can jump over anybody in this whole gym, I think.
John Cam Ardella will head to the line. The foul on number 32, Steve Wood. Cam Ardella.
This crowd is relentless. Do you hear this one?
Cam Ardella with his second shot. Corey, I haven't been able to hear anything since about 7 minutes left in the pregame.
The crowd was chanting, how'd you get here?
How did you get here? Oh, dude, that is too cold. There is Caston, who brings up the loose ball. Osborne ahead to Wente, who is ahead of the pack. Left-hander, couldn't get that one to go, and Cam Ardella went down hard, but quickly gets back up. Here come the Pioneers, and Cross going to pick up the foul.
Boy, Wood really takes it all the way to the bucket until he either draws a foul or throws up a shot.
This is the first time that Grinnell and Illinois Wesleyan have met up, and I can bet if you're a Grinnell fan, they're hoping it's the last time they ever have to face the Titans.
Boy, it's got to be frustrating. It seems like to me to be on a team where you know you're only going to play about a minute. It seems like you couldn't really ever get your groove, but I guess you know that you're going to come right back in later, so that makes up for it.
Yeah, but going full tilt out on the court, then sitting down for a couple minutes, then back to full tilt, I would have to think that that would wear on the body a lot more than just staying out there, let's say for a solid 8-9 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know, Jim. It's an interesting strategy, to say the least.
Yeah, one of the strangest strategies I've ever seen, but nonetheless, maybe that's why they're down by 40 points, and the crowd here at the Shirk Center is asking how they get here.
You're pretty observant, Jim.
Thank you. With help from you. Cam Ardella to cross. Now to Osborne. Osborne picks up the foul. I think that one is going to be on Jim Shaw. 0-0, Jim Shaw. That is Jim Shaw's fourth foul of the ball game. Now at the line is Adam Osborne. Osborne will shoot two. That is a great shot.
See some of the Titan faithful there.
Osborne gets the first one to go. And again, now Osborne, there's a good shot of Adam. Adam's second shot, nothing but net.
I don't know who's going to get tickets to the game in Iowa, Jim, but I think those guys probably deserve it.
Number 21, Hockman will put it into play for the Pioneers.
Throw
Shaw quickly.
on our own little press there.
Starting, that's right. That's a good way to do it. I don't think they'd be expecting that at this stage of the ball game. Hockman loses it.
Good job by Luke Caston.
Luke Caston with great defense, now ahead of the pack. Cam Ardella.
Nice idea there by Adam.
It was out on Cody Scarning. He hit the ball last, so it will be Titan basketball underneath their own hoop. Inside, Cam Ardella picks it up. On the inbounds play, met with the double team. Now Osborne, cross. They've got Caston open on the near side wing. Nobody spotted him as of yet.
Another foul by Grinnell.
Well, and that will put the Titans at the line.
Boy, this crowd is loving it. Loving every minute of it.
This is what they've waited for, and what there hasn't been a playoff game here since 1998. So
that's right.
These Titan fans, Corey, have waited a long time.
Unfortunately, don't remind me.
I'm sorry, partner. Nothing personal.
Well, I didn't figure it was.
Let me tell you something. You've got something that a lot of them don't have, and that's a national championship.
Well, they can see what they can do about it here.
Yeah, let's have another one. Now the Titans, of course, doing their own little bit of substitution is Todd Wente coming in, Luke Caston taking a seat on the bench. So now you have Cross, Cam Ardella, Osborne, McCreary, and Wente. The five on the floor for the Titans, a fresh new five. And I'll tell you who's out there, number 25, Steve Nordland. And I'm going to tell you what, Nordland is one of those shooters that if you leave him open, he's popping it. Defensively, they need to keep a guy on him. Inside, that is Wood, number 32. Steve Wood driving baseline, had it partially blocked from behind. Cam Ardella got a piece of it still. Second chance opportunity, they cannot get it to go. Cam Ardella,
5 chances.
Trying to get it finally. Cam Ardella rips down the rebound.
And he'll get the foul.
And Steve Wood called for the foul.
I think his shooting percentage just went down a little bit on that one. But great resilience there, though, by Steve Wood.
Let me tell you something. I looked at some of the shooting percentages of these Grinnell Pioneers. They were not impressive to me. And on that last sequence of events, maybe that's a prime example why.
Well, I've never heard so many different chants in one game.
The student body here is unbelievable. You
it's
want
electric.
to talk about student body?
You remember that song?
Was that by your Cisco guy?
No.
Okay.
No. He might do another version later on, though.
There's a little mess down there on the floor.
Got a little spill down at the other end.
At the line right now, John Cam Ardella, 111-66. 9:52 left in the ballgame. Cam Ardella gets them both to go. Seth Hubbard checking in. John Cam Ardella with a great hand from this crowd, and he deserves every second of it. There's the shot by Wood, Steve Wood. Another three-pointer by the Peoria native, Steve Wood. Salagi finally gets it into Wente. Can't pick it up. Now McCreary. Titans doing a great job again of breaking the press. It is something that has not bothered them all night. Laban Cross to Winnie. He takes a nice little 15-footer from the baseline. Couldn't get able to do it, but
Laban get up.
Laban Cross Scud for the rebound. They did get a fresh 30 on that one, and now Cross had it stolen away. Quickly up the floor. There's the shot by Carlson. Carlson shot off. The Pioneers in Nordland. And it is going to be a dead ball, and at that dead ball, of course, 5 new sets of fresh legs. Mike Rogers checking into the ball game. Sitting down is Todd Wente. Also, Laban Cross. There you get a good look at Todd Wente.
Both those guys done a great job of taking care of the ball, moving the ball around.
I guess with a lead like this, it is easy to say that maybe their night is done.
I don't know. I'd be surprised to see that, you know, because this team is the type of team that can put so many points on the board quickly that I bet they'll come back.
Eric Starkey with a big rebound defensively. Chris Salagi brings up the loose ball.
Just
and a foul on Birdwell. Adrian Birdwell with foul. Craig Fada down on the floor. Craig, take it away.
Guys, John Camardella's night is done. He rolled his ankle during that last exchange down here under the Titan basket. He's icing it. It's not too bad, but his night is over. Back up to you guys.
Thank you very much, Craig Fada and John Camardella. Of course, as Craig just mentioned, done for the night, rolled that ankle, and I think that's more preventative. Could John Camardella play? You tell me, Corey Kuhn, you bet.
Anybody that's watching this game knows that he'd get in there. He's so intense that you could probably break his leg off and he'd still play.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say I think he'd play with a broken ankle knowing John Camardella, but
and you can tell it's not too bad because he's not too upset about it down there.
There's the ICN scoreboard as the shot goes up for the Pioneers, and Chris Salagi with the rebound. And it will be Pioneer basketball. Real quick, a big thank you to A.G. Edwards, Dennison Ford, State Farm, PS Personal Storage, and our good friends Kurt's Auto Body for bringing you Division III playoff action from the Shirk Center right here on ICN Sports. Of course, the staff of Twin Star Production and Insight thanks the sponsors of basketball in this 2000-2001 campaign, but more importantly, the sponsors for bringing you this playoff action right now. The Pioneers of Grinnell are down 69-114, and there is the shot put up by Heiser. Number 12, Heiser, with the easy 2, 114-71 now, and Salagi couldn't get it in. They have not been plagued at all with any kind of problems getting that ball in or the press. Now all of a sudden with 8:07, Corey, last couple times it's been kind of a question.
There have been a few instances, but for the most part, they're doing a great job against that press.
Inside, not there, the shot put up by Peterson. Mike Rogers there for the rebound. Rogers gathers it in, now picks up his dribble, gets it to Salagi. Salagi ahead to Hubbard.
Yes, nice finish.
Seth Hubbard.
That's how you execute a fast break right there.
Let's call it 7:35 left in this one. Launched from three-point land, not there. That shot put up by Wood. Rogers was there for the rebound. Now McCreary ahead to Rogers, wide open, Hubbard.
Nice assist there for Mike
Rogers. Nice assist for Mike.
Yeah, you don't see too many of those, but
no kidding.
He'll put one in the books.
Steve Wood with the shot in and out, and Eric Starkey there for the rebound. You want to talk about a blowout in the making. It's been that way for these Pioneers as they are getting blown out of the Shirk Center.
Bridges wasn't too happy about Eric about that one, but he gets a steal at the other end. Good hustle.
Eric Starkey with a 3-on-1 to Salagi.
Nice.
Chris Salagi.
Nice. You can see Coach Bridges down there just laughing and having a great time now. Here comes Jim Lehan and Sean McGuire to come back in the game.
Flockers, he lowers his shoulder. Come on, what kind of a call is that?
Hey, tell us how you really feel there, Jimmy.
Well, you know, you saw Flockers, he lowered that shoulder as he drew, and who they called on? They called on Eric Starkey.
Hey, Jim.
What?
We're winning by 49
I know. I'm still excited.
Points. No, wait. Hey, Jim, we're winning by 49 points.
You know what would be better?
Don't say 59.
59.
Don't even say.
Flockersy
Let's don't get greedy.
I'm getting greedy, Corey. I don't care.
Save a few for Saturday, huh? Great job there by Eric Stark and Chris Locke. I tell you what, those two guys coming off the bench did a superior job taking care of that ball, being strong, and finishing on the offensive end, and defensively getting back as well.
Hubbard with the rebound off the missed free throw by Flockersy. Now McCreary to Lehan, and of course McGuire, number 14, back in also. So McGuire, Lehan, McCreary, Hubbard, and Rogers as Hubbard sinks it from 15. Seth Hubbard feeling the groove.
Boy, everyone's spreading the wealth today, aren't they?
Now when you score 122 and there's still 6:14 left, I mean, that's easy to do, Corey.
We got to have 7 guys at least double figures.
There it is.
6 guys.
6 guys at double figures, Corey. 122 to 72, and at the line is, well, right now we're going to go ahead and check in with. No, we'll hold on. We'll hold on.
We were going to throw it down to Craig, but he's over there sitting on his rear, so we'll save him.
Mike Hockman at the line right now. Now checking in is number 24. That is Anthony Finn. Anthony Finn with his first action of the evening for the Pioneers. Hockman gets the free throw to go. Now 122 to 74. All Illinois Wesleyan.
Grinnell is taken off the press. They've admitted defeat, Jim.
They've seen enough. They just have not been able to use that in their game plan tonight. The Titans dissected that like a frog in biology class.
Oh my! What an analogy.
McGuire
tries to get a piece of the action.
Hubbard fighting for the rebound, draws the foul. I'll tell you what, you don't want to tick off. You don't want to tick off that 6-7 frame.
They'll call it jump. Oh, there's Seth's going to get a seat. Marty Ike.
How about Marty Ike?
Watch him fire it up, Jim.
Oh, he's a crowd favorite. They want to see Marty Ike score 122 to 74. Grinnell now realizing that their season is over. How did you like the dissecting frog like biology?
No, I gotta admit that wasn't bad. Jim.
Hubbard has not missed 6 from 6 from the field, 4 for 4 from the line. He has not missed. He's 6 of 6 from the field, 4 for 4 from the line. The kid is hot, but now he's on the bench as Marty Ike has replaced him. So you've got Marty Ike, Mike Rogers, Sean McGuire, Jim Lehan, and McCreary in as a 5. There's a good look at Cam Ardella's ankle. More than anything, I have to think that's a precaution getting ready for Saturday.
He's all right, Jim.
I guarantee you he's all right.
You know, the key right now, Illinois Wesleyan's only going to have 1 day to prepare for the game up in Waverly, Iowa against Wartburg College. And you also have to think you don't want to wear these guys out too much. They probably need some rest after a fast-paced game like this. So it'll be interesting to see what Coach has to do in practice, but I can guarantee
Check
he knows
this out.
what to do.
McCreary brings the ball across the timeline.
Walking it,
yeah.
It's amazing.
This is the Titan offense, the half-court offense right here.
Amazing concept.
There you see the ICN scoreboard, and that is not a graphic mistake. It is 122 to 76. Rogers.
Oh, get in there.
Could not get that one to fall. Now under 5 minutes left in this ball game, Corey Kuhn. That is Scarning now to Hockman. Mike Hockman with the shot. Tipped in.
Tips in there by number 24.
Finn, Anthony Finn. My heart goes out to the public address announcer here tonight. I'm telling you, he thought we had a tough job. I think he had the tougher job tonight.
Ben Alcine down there. I don't feel too sorry for him, though.
Hockman comes up with the steal for the Pioneers now quickly up the floor. That is Scarning. Now to Birdwell, Adrian Birdwell. Now again, Scarning with Lehan on him defensively. Nice move by Chalkhead on the inside, kicks it back out. The 3 launched up by Scarning. Ike there for the rebound, gets it ahead to Lehan.
You know, the Illinois Wesleyan record for most points scored by both teams in the game is 229 points. And right now it is 200 exactly. Illinois Wesleyan's doing their part, but Grinnell.
Oh, how about it, Sean McGuire?
He likes that.
Sean McGuire from outside gets into the scoring mix. That is going to be a timeout. It is going to be a full timeout, folks. We are going to step away for a quick break. 3:37 left, 125-78. We'll be back right after this.
Dr. Norman Gary, and I'm a bee expert. All right, bee.
Dr. Norman Gary will do some pretty outrageous things.
I've been stung probably around 75,000 times.
But would Norm Gary ever get car insurance that didn't come with a State Farm agent?
Car insurance with no State Farm agent? Now that makes me nervous.
For car insurance, be like this State Farm customer. And get an agent you can rely on.
You got 6 legs using, baby.
Plus competitive rates.
Do you need help managing your money? A.G. Edwards & Sons isn't just investments anymore. Steve Rainey and Martin Cansius can assist you with a variety of services. Services such as financial planning, estate planning, retirement planning, mutual funds, stocks, bonds, annuities, and insurance. A.G. Edwards & Sons can help you reach your financial potential. Call for an appointment today, 662-2000.
To the game action. We are back here at the Shirk Center, 125-78. Let's check in with Craig Fada down on the floor.
Guys, I was teasing Mike Rogers a little bit during that last time out that he looked like he was sucking some serious wind. He goes, yeah, man, the only reason I'm tired is because I'm talking so much trash out there. Back up to you guys.
Well, does that surprise you, Corey? That is the Mike Rogers I know.
Just like good old days, Jim.
There you get a good look at Mike. He's saying hi, Bob. Way to go, Mike.
What a great guy.
Yes, he is.
Some important minutes for the Titans tonight.
3:30 left in this ball game. First round action of the NCAA Division III playoff. The Titans, the host of the Pioneers from Grinnell, who came in a high-octane, high-energy, high-scoring offense, have been shut down in this one. Ike with the shot. Lehan battles for the rebound.
He needs to get a shot in there. Oh.
Inside, Ike for 2. Ike gets his rebound. There's big John O'Brien. I'm glad to see number 54, John O'Brien, of course, the Central Catholic product locally here from Bloomington.
Gets a chance at some free throws.
I'll tell you what, John O'Brien is a player you're going to like the older he gets. I'm sure Coach Bridges is grooming him up through the JV ranks. O'Brien's going to be one of your big guns here in a couple years.
What a great opportunity for John and these other guys to get a chance to get in. You know, they're getting a chance to get in a tournament game in front of a huge crowd.
Again, Corey, that is just great coaching.
What can you say to that?
I don't believe it. You're speechless. That's the first time all season, man.
Oh, boy.
John O'Brien with the shot. O'Brien's shot goes in. Big John. Now 126-80. McGuire all over Scarney. The most familiar chant in sports history at the 2:59 mark. We've heard it before. Corey, you're lip syncing it.
I am not, Jim.
Yes, you were. Scarney gets the first one to go, but these Titan fans, you know, you look at the score, 126-81, Corey. Still, there isn't one soul that's left this Shirk Center.
There might be a few here starting to get out here, but
it's only because
they're so exhausted.
Now under 3 minutes, 2:50 to be exact. Lehan. McGuire fires it up for 3. Great hustle by McGuire. Also into the ball game, Casey Tusshouse. So Tusshouse, number 52, in as well. So Casey gets some playing time. John O'Brien comes up with a loose ball. McGuire.
Oh, great pass.
To O'Brien! Big John O'Brien from Sean McGuire. 128-82, 2:15 left in the ball game, folks.
Jim, I'm exhausted. You?
I am too, and I'm going to tell you, my voice is going to be thrown at the end of this one. Again, Hockman, their big man from outside. Man, Mike Hockman, for a big guy, can shoot the lights out of him.
Too little, too late, Jim.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter at this point. It's definitely a moot point. Tusshouse. O'Brien chases down the rebound. Got it to go off of his foot. Great play by John O'Brien. And we'll leave it to David Arsenault, the coach from Grinnell, still platooning in those players at the 151 mark.
Wonder if this get him to rethink his strategy at all, Jim.
Well, he'll have a whole off season to think about it.
You're just heartless.
Well, it's the truth. McGuire left open. I think the Titans now kind of utilizing that clock. Inside they go. Oh, great hustle by McGuire on the inside. Oh, McGuire! Sean McGuire!
Good job by Sean McGuire. He's a feisty little guy out there, isn't he?
Birdwell wasting no time. Here comes Lehan ahead of the pack. Lehan!
Oh, couldn't get it in.
Boy, I'll tell you, it's getting rough now, though. Down low, 120 left. Birdwell, stop, pop, fire. Gets it, nothing but net. For Birdwell. Now Casey Tusshouse will slow it down a little bit. There you get a good look at McGuire. Gets it across the timeline on the far side. That is Lehan. Lehan driving inside. To Ike! There it is! Marty Ike!
That's what the crowd was waiting for.
Oh, the crowd is happy. They wanted to see Ike get in on that scoring column, and they did. Under a minute, folks.
The crowd is on their feet.
Craig Fada down on the sidelines. As the shot goes up, a three-pointer, Craig Fada take it away.
Guys, with that last bucket, the Titans have broken the all-time university record for points scored in a game. They beat the record of 131 they scored versus Carroll in January of 1967, 132, a new all-time Titan record. Back up to you guys.
Thank you, Craig Fada, and this Church Center crowd loving every minute of it. Now the final 20 seconds.
It's broken at 132, and it looks like it's going to stay that way.
You know, more importantly, this is a Grinnell team that averaged 118 per ball game. Comes in, pal, they don't even break 100. Don't even break 100.
I can't say enough about the great job the Titans and the Titan staff did. Defensively, offensively, such a great job.
All right, folks, Titan fans, get ready for round number 2. Here we go. The crowd here loves it. They storm the floor. That is what it is all about, folks. 132 to 91. Corey Coot, my goodness, what a ball game.
What do you say?
What a ball game.
Great job by Coach Bridges to get these guys ready for Grinnell. Totally different style of play coming in here, and you know, they really did everything they had to do to come out here and put away this Grinnell College team. 132 to 91, and Jim, A.G. Edwards, player of the game.
I got to go with Cam Ardella. Without a doubt, John Cam Ardella is my A.G. Edwards MVP player of the game.
John Cam Ardella, but I want to make this important point. No one on that team did a bad job tonight. Everyone contributed to a great win. You know, tremendous job taking care of the ball. Guards, big guys, everyone. Is Coach Bridges?
Yeah, Coach Bridges acknowledging this crowd, telling him, folks, this is what college basketball is all about.
Making some ticket information announcement.
Okay, he's talking about ticket information for the second round. Only 250 tickets. That is going to really upset this crowd here.
Here's how we're going to handle it. Our players are each going to be given 4 tickets.
Well, the players
takes care of 60. We have 2 buses going. That's almost another 100. That's 160. Tomorrow morning between 7:30 and 8 o'clock in our offices, we'll sell tickets first to students and faculty.
7:30 to 8 o'clock.
If anything is left from 8 to 8:30, we'll sell others. Now let me tell you the rest of the story. Wartburg tells me that they're not on campus, that their students aren't on campus. That they think if we come over with 600 or 700 people that they can get in, but they don't have any advance sale. Tickets go on sale at Wartburg at 6 o'clock. General admission. I would say this to you.
You're taking a heck of a risk.
We only get 250 tickets to Illinois Wesleyan, but Wartburg doesn't think they're going to sell all theirs, so he's telling, basically he's telling the fans to take the trip up to Iowa and We'll squeeze our way in there, Jim. I bet you I get tickets.
I bet you can too. Hey, can I glob off of a ticket from you, pal? Because I don't think I'm going to get one otherwise. I'll tell you what, let's check in down on the floor with Craig Fada. Craig, take it away.
Thanks, guys. I'm down here with Luke Caston. Luke, was it as fun as it looked out there, this tempo game?
Oh, yeah, it was the most fun I've ever had out here. You know, they thought they were going to run with us, and I think we just ran them right out of our gym.
I'm sure it's not something that you'd want to make a regular habit of, though.
Actually, I kind of hope Wardenburg wants to press us.
Yeah, anything any team does to you guys now is going to seem like slow motion.
Exactly. You know, Coach talked about maybe we over-prepared and everything like that, but you never know what you're going to face on this road, and whenever it comes down to a press, we're going to handle it.
Coach going to get on your case for all those dunks?
Of course not. All
right, Luke Caston, thank you very much for being with us. Good luck at Wartburg. Guys, back up to you for a second.
All right, here is the story, folks, just so that you know. The advanced ticket sales, as Coach Bridges was just explaining, only 250 available. What he's saying is that they think that there are going to be 600 tickets available. Coach Bridges encouraged the Titan fans to make that drive up to Iowa. If you're a Titan fan, yeah, no doubt about it. All right, here's what's going on. 132-91. Corey Kuhn and I will be back to wrap this one up right after this.
Ron Smith Printing, Central Illinois' most complete printing service, is pleased to present local high school and college basketball here on AT&T Cable Channel 10. The associates and management of Ron Smith Printing support the athletic and academic achievements of the students in our community. For all your business printing needs, visit Ron Smith Printing. And for all your storage needs, it's PS Personal Storage, both conveniently located at 2425 South Main Street in Bloomington.
The fastest half hour of sports in Bloomington Normal. I'm your host, Jim Ahart, and as usual, we'll see you at the game.
You can push it in, or you can pull it in. You can drag it in, or you can drive it in. Just get your old car or truck to Bob Dennison Ford and we'll give you a minimum $1,200 trade-in allowance on any used vehicle in stock. Plus, all Dennison used cars come with a 3-day money-back guarantee. Check out our inventory online at DennisonFord.com. Just hit our Smart Cars button. Or check the Pantograph Classifieds. For the best deals on used wheels, get the Dennison difference. Bob Dennison Ford in Bloomington.
Do you need help managing your money? A.G. Edwards & Sons isn't just investments anymore. Steve Rainey and Martin Cansius can assist you with a variety of services. Services such as financial planning, estate planning, retirement planning, mutual funds, stocks, bonds, annuities, and insurance. A.G. Edwards & Sons can help you reach your financial potential. Call for an appointment today, 662-2000.
Insight Communications coverage of Illinois Wesleyan University basketball is brought to you by A.G. Edwards of Bloomington.
Welcome back to the Shirk Center. Following first round action of the Division III NCAA playoffs, the Titans victorious over the Pioneers of Grinnell by a score of 132-91. Jim Ahart, Corey Kuhn, Craig Fada, and a whole host of others. And I believe our very own Craig Fada is down on the floor with another interview with Todd Winnie. So, Craig, Todd, you guys take it away.
Thanks, guys. I'm down here on the floor with Todd Winnie. Todd, when I talked to you pregame this afternoon, did you think it was going to be anything like this?
Somewhat, but you're never really in for the type of pace that we had tonight. I mean, that was just phenomenal, up and down. I mean, I'm exhausted. Everybody's exhausted, and I think Grinnell was even exhausted.
Yeah, are you guys going to be able to recoup and go to Wartburg and have your legs underneath you?
I think so. You know, we got all day tomorrow. We're going to be traveling and just kind of lounging around. And, Coach did a great job subbing. You know, nobody was really on the floor 3-4 minutes at a time tonight. So, you know, I don't think that's going to be a problem. Our hearts aren't tired. You know, we're ready to go. We're ready to go.
It seems like you guys handled the ball better in the first half, despite the pressing of Grinnell, than you guys handled it all season. It seems like you guys committed fewer turnovers in the first half than you would in an ordinary game.
Well, if you knew how much we worked on the past 3 days, I mean, that's all we did an hour straight. Each of the last 3 days is work on a press. And I would love for teams to press us from here on out, you know, because, I mean, just as young as we are, too, we really showed a lot of poise and just a lot of focus tonight. And I'm so proud of the guys. You know, I think we had 6 turnovers at halftime, and that's just phenomenal against a team that averages over 30. So, I mean, I'm just so proud of everybody.
Yeah, last week you guys knocked off #1 Carthage, Wartburg's #2. Todd Wenny, go get him.
All right,
thanks for being with us. Jim Ahart, Corey Kuhn, back up to you guys.
Thank you very much, Craig Fada. You know, we talked about the A.G. Edwards MVP player of the game, Corey Kuhn. I think we kind of jumped to the conclusion. You and I talked about it on break. Who is our A.G. Edwards MVP player of the game?
You know, I'm going to give it, and I think you're going to agree with me, Jim, to Coach Bridges. You know, because that's the easiest way. Everyone played so good today, and you know why? It's because they were so well prepared for this Grinnell College team. Completely new thing for IW players to have, and, you know, Coach Bridges just, I mean, I really noticed it today, how phenomenal of a job he did tonight.
Well, Corey, he is the legend, and I'm telling you, I don't think there is anybody in this Shirk Center that would disagree with you right now. He is our A.G. Edwards player of the game, and our co-MVP players are?
The rest of the team.
Amen,
Jim.
brother. I'll tell you what, you couldn't have asked for it any better. 132-91. The Titans now, Corey, 20-6 overall, and the Grinnell Pioneers end their season 16-8. And I'll tell you what, they will never ever forget their trip to the Shirk Center ever.
No, they won't. They might want to forget it, but they won't forget it. Great all-around game for Illinois Wesleyan. Had 3 guys with 20 points. 6 guys with over double figures, and just all around great job taking care of the ball. Only 14 turnovers against a team that averages 35 turnovers forced a game. Just, you know, all around tremendous job by Illinois Wesleyan tonight, and we're off to Iowa for round 2.
You betcha. And don't forget, of course, just a very limited number of pregame tickets for that in Iowa. Coach Bridges recommending that Titan fans should go ahead and make that trip to Iowa because evidently they'll have about 600 available at the door.
You can bet I'm making the trip, Jim.
Buddy, you'll have no problem getting tickets. I'll tell you what, cannot thank this crew enough. We assembled this crew in just a matter of a couple days, folks, because we thought our season was over. Corey Kuhn, our hats off to the people behind the scenes who made this all possible.
Definitely. Thank you to everyone, and the
Thank
season is now over, right?
You betcha. Thank you to A.G. Edwards, Dennison Ford, State Farm, Ron Smith, Printing, PS Postal Storage, Kurt's Auto Body for Corey Kuhn, Craig Fada. I'm Jim Ahart. The final 132-91. Go Titans. We'll see you at the game.
Good night.
We can fix anything. Kurt's Auto Body in Bloomington.
Do you need help managing your money? A.G. Edwards & Sons isn't just investments anymore. Steve Rainey and Martin Cansius can assist you with a variety of services. Services such as financial planning, estate planning, retirement planning, mutual funds, stocks, bonds, annuities, and insurance. A.G. Edwards & Sons can help you reach your financial potential. Call for an appointment today, 662-2000.
I've had enough.
Treat me like dirt.
This is not getting us anywhere. No, I'm not leaving. You leave.
Crisis Nursery was a safe place to take my children while I dealt with the problems at home.
My wife was in an accident. Crisis Nursery helped me with the children so I can focus on her.
Crisis Nursery's parent support program is helping me get back on track.
The Crisis Nursery Center relies on donations from you. Call and find out how you can help.
Crisis Nursery, an island of safety in your time of need.
Ron Smith Printing, Central Illinois' most complete printing service, is pleased to present local high school and college basketball here on AT&T Cable Channel 10. The associates and management of Ron Smith Printing support the athletic and academic achievements of the students in our community. For all your business printing needs, visit Ron Smith Printing. And for all your storage needs, it's PS Personal Storage, both conveniently located at 2425 South Main Street in Bloomington.